Yeah. What's good, my guys, girls, and what noise? It's your favorite fellow Melo right back with another one. What's good, homie? Hold on a sec. Let me get right. Let me do something quick. Let me do some. Oh, there we go. I think my audio should be alright now. But anyways, though, in today's live, we will have a special guest. Yeah, boy, won't be alone, man. Thank God I won't be alone today. We will wait for our special guest to join. And until that, let us chill for a couple of seconds. Let us chill for a couple of seconds. Let me get right. Let me get my mind right. Let me spit out this nastiest gum, man. I'm chewing on gum since like an hour or something. Nastiest. Yay! We will just freestyle as always. But in today's life, we will focus on the parent role. Focusing more on parents, the influence of your parents, and what kind of importance your parents have on your mental journey type shit. See, we got Mystrioe in here. You said your thing. Hold on a sec. I'll send you the link in a sec. What the fuck is my link yet? What the fuck? There we go. Fucking StreamYard is disgusting as a shit, man. I kid you not, man. I fucking hate StreamYard. And anytime I'm on StreamYard, I sound like I'm recording myself on the Obama phone or something. It sounds like I'm under the water or something. So stupid as shit. Sounds like I'm making a live stream directly out of India or something. Shit's crazy. But anyways, our guest is here, thank God. Let's just get started, man. We just wait for Mystrioe to join in. Then we go crazy. Crazy. Yes, sir. Eyes bro. No stressful. Take it easy. I'm taking it easy too today. Man, shit's cold as fuck outside. I kid you not, man. I'm here like in 10,000 layers of clothes. Shit's cold like a motherfucker. But yeah, as I was saying, man, no bullshit. Let's just dive straight into it. Today we will talk about we can talk about a whole bunch of shit, but we will focus on like the parent role. How much of an influence your parents have, what kind of influence your parents have, and how to deal with your parents and how to be more efficient in your household type shit. Everything, really everything. Because your parents are like the most important figure of your life when it comes to social interactions. The motherfucker who's 24/7 in your life is your parent. Or the person who's raising you, if you don't have parents. Somebody raised you as, right? Somebody has raised you. And that person holds a big influence in your life. That person is like the thing which you're shaped of, in the image of, damn near. You know what I'm saying? And it's really important to have proper parent figures. I know we can't like pick and choose our parents. We cannot pick and choose directly how our parents are functioning. Because it appears that it's outside of our control. But we have to make the best out of the parents we have dealt with. Like, I know I'm talking like parents are like some sort of objects, some sort of destiny you're assigned to, but you know, things are the way they are. Sometimes our parents are like detrimental. Sometimes our parents are not helpful. They're not conducive to our shit. And it is what it is. And there's like a shit ton of ways on how to be efficient in life, even if you don't have support. Because you're not like you can't rely on the outside world. No, not even on parents, man. It goes so far that your own parents are not in your best interest sometimes. In your best interest. And without like talking too much, we just wait for Mystrioe to come in. But let's just make a cool ass introduction without going too deep. Let's just say your parents are like your biggest inspiration. Not necessarily inspiration, but like a role model. And it's damn near the most important thing in your life. Because this is one of the biggest influences you will ever have, man. You will ever be exposed towards. Your goddamn parents. Your goddamn parents. There we go. I'm woken up, man. I wake up, man. I'm feeling it right now. Your parents are like damn near the most important thing you're consuming. Like not necessarily consuming, but the thing you're exposed towards. You know what I'm saying? And it goes deep. Some people assign it to genetics. Some people assign it to genes which are passed down, and now I am the way I am. Which is true to a certain degree, but how are even genes produced? Genes are a part of the body. And how is the body produced? Your mind. So before you inherit any physical trait, you inherit mental traits from your parents. You are like exposed to their mental natures, which are passed down to you. Some people call it generational curses, but we'll dive into that later. It's the mental nature you are exposed to, and it's the mental nature you like adopting from your parents. And that mental nature is slowly becoming your physical body. There we go. And that mental nature is slowly becoming your physical body. Yes, sir. What's good, bro?
Hold up, why the fuck my AirPods not working? Hold up. Hello?
And what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was weird
Yes,
because
sir.
I put my headphones in
Yes,
and it's
sir.
not working. Hold up.
Let me know when you're ready, bro. Take it easy. Let me know. Let
Hold
me
up.
know if you're ready to go, bro. We taking it easy today. I have all the time in the world, man. It's Sunday and I ain't doing shit.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yes, sir. What's good with you? Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Mysterio, man. And today we will talk about some parent type shit, man. So parents, it's your parents, and all kinds of shit, man. All kinds of shit, man. But yeah, what's going down, Mysterio? What's good with you?
What's good? Just like getting back. I know this is like a little random. Just getting back off of like I'm just getting used to 9 to 5 and shit. And
Yeah, I feel you.
what I noticed is that the people I work with, like they in some deep shit with the system. So they kind of slaving for
Yeah,
the 9 to 5. Like they kind of
I
slaving for
swear
that
to
shit.
goodness. I swear to goodness. It's like I was talking to you on like social media.
Hmm.
Motherfuckers have 9 to 5s who are just like regular ass workers. They think they own the corporation or something. It's fucking crazy. Some regular ass
Yo, for
coworker.
real.
Some
Yo, for
regular ass
real.
coworker. They
For
think like
real.
they are the CEO, but at the end of the day, they get paid the same wage as you, and you're not even doing shit. They are doing a whole lot, but at the end of the day, you're getting paid the same. And it's some real mental illness going on in the job area, which is fucking
Yo,
crazy, man.
that's
I
crazy. And
swear to
like,
goodness.
bro, I swear, anybody out there who works, never climb that corporate ladder. I don't give a fuck who you are. Don't even think about it. Don't even have a second thought of climbing that corporate ladder.
Bro,
Cause I promise you,
I
bro.
was
Cause I
talking about
promise.
this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead,
Cause I
bro.
promise. Cause I promise you, bro. You'll be disappointed at the end of your life. Man, I climbed this corporate ladder for this company, or I tried. I did everything. You're not the one in the position of owning it. So why would you want to get
Yeah,
up? Like it's like don't ever in your life. I repeat, ever in your life try to climb a corporate ladder, bro. It's not worth it. And some people who get a higher ranking in the company, they got even more responsibilities. So I don't even think you want
for
that
real,
stress on you anyway.
for real. I was talking about this with my parents last night. I was saying the moment you are working, it doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. As long as you have a job, you are not free. You're damn sure not free. And there's like some sort of illusionary system, as you was talking about in jobs, in which it appears like that you can climb. It looks like you can ascend. It looks like you can be a
Mm-mm.
higher instant on that job, but it's just not. It's just not that way. As long as you're working, as long as you was filling out a job resume, you won't be shit, bro. It doesn't matter if you're the manager. I don't care who you are. If you're like the damn near the highest motherfucker in that store, if you don't own the corporation, you will be a regular ass worker. And it doesn't really go no further than that, man.
Just you just pawns in the chess game.
You
Just
regular
hype.
ass worker. And there
Yeah,
is no
right.
such thing as justice when it comes to working. Because when you see people, there is no such thing as somebody treating you fair. You could be the most competent motherfucker. You could be the best at your job. You could be the most competent, the most smartest, the most efficient.
Hey,
But
bro,
if
that's
they don't
another
like
thing,
you,
bro.
yeah, if they don't like you, you won't climb. It doesn't matter. It's just sympathy.
Bro, that's another thing too. If you too good of a worker, you're just gonna get more work. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Like
also real
the,
shit.
there's this white dude who works next to me. He be doing the most work. He be cleaning the fastest, doing all that. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, what you doing all that shit for? You not finna get a promotion. And that's funny because this dude here working like he need a promotion, but whole time there's a 19-year-old dude who worked for a fucking temp agency who got the supervisor position before this dude.
Bro, this is exactly what the fuck I was talking about. There is no such thing as justice in the workplace. Morality, consideration, compassion. Bro, you get your ass beat if you like go into a job area with like a good heart. You can just go into the job area like, yeah, I'm the most fair person here. I'll make sure this work environment is a nice environment to work up under. Fuck no. If you have some sort of mind state, which is like, I am wired to be fair at work, I am wired to be like compassionate and compromising and really, really fair, motherfuckers will take advantage of your ass, man. It's not like people will reward you for your niceness. It's like really a cutthroat area. You have to be like a shark. You have to be like a monster. Morality, consideration, and empathy has nothing to do with working right. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Bro,
not supposed to be in the working area.
bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's why I be thinking to myself when I was working. I don't know why I got thoughts and feelings of dudes competing with me, and I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
working
weird.
there. I'm
I
like I'm
swear to
like
goodness.
I'm like, bro, like what is these thoughts and feelings of dudes competing with me and shit? It's like is niggas just trying to, bro. I feel like niggas is just doing like they just doing too much to the point where
Yeah, for real, for real.
they doing that because they like in a hole in life or something. Bro, it's weird, bro. Like,
Bro, competing at work? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not here to be the best. If anything, I'm at work to be the damn worst or some. I don't give a fuck if it's up to me. I'm like hiding in the toilet the whole shift, and I'm not doing shit. What you mean
you still getting
competing?
paid. You still
Yeah,
getting
for
paid.
real, for real. And nobody even gives a fuck how you're doing. Nobody's looking like how you're doing at your job. It's just like they care about your time. You showing up is enough already. They don't give a fuck what you're doing at work unless you have like somebody who has like a stick shoving up their ass like 16,000 inches deep. Nobody gives a fuck about how you're doing. Only motherfuckers who are doing too much and look at you. Damn, are you doing your job all right? Are you doing it actually all right? And those people are the most mentally ill. They treat life or like work like it's some Call of Duty lobby, like they have to be on top of the leaderboard or so. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck about being the best man. Just leave
Bro.
me alone, like
And then me and the work homies, we were all like, bro, these dudes be doing too much. Like all hard work
yeah.
does is give you more hard work. and and
For
and
real.
one dude straight up said, "Man, my life doesn't revolve around this job. I got a life to live." And the
Oh
other dude
hell.
was like, and the other dude told him, "Man, you better work, bro, because you gonna need it. Not most jobs gonna do this." And he told him, "Bro, I'm not gonna be working for another man the rest of my life."
Bro, straight up, man. And it's only old people who think like that. It's never somebody in our generation because we already know work is bullshit. It's only somebody who's like a decade plus older who thinks like working a job is like the ultimate thing in life. Like it's some liberation type shit. The fuck you mean, man? Those people, when they go at home, they have zero ambition, zero things to look forward to. They just watch TV, eat some, go to sleep, and go to work tomorrow. It's not like those motherfuckers have some sort of ambition. They don't go home and be some sort of content creator. They don't go home and hit the gym or some. They ain't doing shit. Of course, your job looks like some sort of dream you have to chase. It's only people who are not doing shit who treat jobs like it's like the end all and be all in life.
Bro,
For
that's what I
real.
swear. That's what I swear. And then I'm getting a vibe and feeling that, you know, they messing with me and stuff. Like, yeah, they fuck with my vibe and shit. But I also feel like that freaking you know, my time and energy is just getting used and I'm just getting drained. Like, I ain't even
Bro,
go cap. And
ever since
it's
I'm
like,
like,
go
yeah,
ahead.
ever since you're like more evolved. Ever since a person is like more spiritual, I guess. I hate this cringe as words. But ever since a person is more spiritual, I don't know what it is, but people just straight up hate on you for no reason. And you don't even
Bro,
say something. You don't even act
bro.
like, yeah, I'm the best. I'm on top of everybody. I spit on everybody's faces. It's a subconscious thing, which I can't really explain. I just
Hmm.
associate it with you achieving a certain level of inner state, which is just evoking some sort of jealousy in the eyes of others, which is fucking
Hmm.
cringe as hell. I'm not
Mhm.
even here to be like I'm on top of everybody. I'm not even here to be like, yeah, I'm the most lit motherfucker in this working place on some narcissist type shit. But
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but people still find a reason to hate on you type shit. You feel
Mhm.
me?
Right. 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 So far, I haven't had any workplace haters or anything, but in my previous jobs, bro, like most definitely, it was workplace haters. Nigga out here fired me for no reason, basically. Like, yo, just get his ass
Bro,
out of here.
it was not too long ago at work. There was a
Yeah.
dude who straight up tried to. I don't know if you heard this because I talked about this in the video once. There was a dude who straight up tried to kick me out of that job because I was doing it. As stupid as it sounds, man, I was like doing my thing.
What?
I was doing my thing, and everybody at that work liked me. Especially like the boss, like the chef, like the manager of that store. She
Mhm.
was liking me, and that
Mhm.
person who's a little above me, he has beef 24/7 with his manager, with that bitch, and that bitch was liking me, and he couldn't stand that shit. He couldn't stand that shit. So anytime I was doing my work, he came to me and tried to give me some sort of comment, which was like obvious as fuck. He talked about some dumb shit like, yo, make sure you hold the shopping cart right. Make sure you hold this right. I'm
Micromanaging,
like,
bro.
damn,
Like,
I know. I'm like, I know, man. He's talking about some obvious shit. He was just talking for the sake of talking. And this was just proving the point we were talking about. The moment you are somebody, motherfuckers find anything to try to hate on you. It's fucking crazy and ridiculous.
oh my god, bro. It's like, luckily, the people I work with, they cool. They stay out the way. You feel me? In a
Bro,
job out.
I'm
You go
really
ahead.
trying to be low key at work. I'm not even trying to do a lot. But it's like people try to portray you as some sort of messiah. They try to make you like some sort of Michael Jackson figure. Bro, I'm just working here. Why are people giving you so much importance, man?
And
I don't even give a
exactly.
fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about this work. Just leave me alone. What the fuck are you hating me for? What you type shit, man? They make you more
That's what
important. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
that's what I'm saying. And then, you know, I realize working, yeah, it brings me income, but like, damn, you have no time to do anything because after you get
Yeah,
off, what,
yeah.
bro, I just did everything on the weekend. Like, I
I
did
feel
all my
you.
creative shit on the weekend, bro. Even working out on the weekend,
I
cause
feel
it's
you.
like,
Just,
'cause-
yeah, go ahead,
yeah,
go ahead.
cause it's like I work with my hands and feet, cause I work in warehouse. You know, feel me?
Yeah.
I'll be dead tired when I get home. Like, yo,
Yo, I used to do similar shit. I used to like work with my hands and feet, the same, no homophobia. I used to just like push things around, just kept things in order just for some side hustle shit. And it was
mm,
physically exhausting. It's not necessarily mentally exhausting because this is not a hard task. You just do one repetitive thing. But it's
mhm,
physically exhausting. Once
right,
you go home, Once you go home, it's late. It's already like 9 p.m. You go home, you eat some, you chill, and you have zero motivation because all of your juice, all of your mind's motivation went to something you don't even give a fuck about. So when you come home, all you want to do is recharge. It's not that you come home at like in the afternoon or so. You get home late as fuck, man, after some hours
late
of
as
work.
hell, late as
Yeah,
fuck, like 4 or 5 p.m. And then,
kid you not, man. I kid you not. And even like at my like side hustle, I had to travel to that place like 2 hours or so. It was like a 2 hour drive, which is furthermore even draining your ass, man. It's like, of course, you have no time to be productive at home. And this is why I'm always saying they don't give a fuck about what you're doing. They give a fuck about the time you spend there. This is why you get paid by the hour. They pay your
mhm,
time. They don't give a
mhm.
fuck about what you're doing.
bro,
Don't
bro,
nobody cares about what the
bro, that
fuck
was
you're
a
doing.
fucking, that's a fucking psyop, bro. You get
Yeah,
paid by the time, like, damn, bro, like,
crazy.
you mean, you mean to tell me I almost got rocked to sleep by that shit? I'll be like, oh yeah, if I put in 12 hours today, I'll be good.
Yeah, I
Hell
was
no.
thinking the same. I was thinking the same because my side hustle, they had like many different jobs to apply to, many different areas. Certain areas were longer and you get paid more. But the hours you work, the more hours you work, the more exhausted you are. I remember I usually work around like 4 to 5 hours, which is okay. It's not a lot. But one
Mhm,
time I was applying for like a 10-hour shift. I thought, okay, I get hella money, man. After 10 hours, I think I should be straight. I was feeling like Superman. I thought I could handle this, man. But after these 10 hours, I came home. I immediately went to sleep, man. I kid you not, man. I came home, I ate something and immediately went to sleep, man. And after that, I was thinking, never again in my whole life. Never again I work 10 hours plus for some shit. Is fucking psyop.
boy, that shit is crazy. And then, and then some of the niggas was like, bro, more time, more money. You know what? That's all y'all humans
What the fuck?
that be doing that shit. Cause I think really y'all be in situations where y'all have to do that shit. And like y'all put yourselves in that hole to the point where you gotta pay off prison taxes and shit. And
What,
you gotta pay
what
off your
even,
baby mama because you wasn't being a responsible student. Like,
what's even crazier is that people don't do shit with their money. They're not doing
no,
anything with
bro.
their money.
Bro, all my
That's the crazier
coworkers,
part.
they just spend their money on betting. I'm like, so I
No.
understand you betting. I understand you betting, but like, yo, cuz like y'all money ain't just be going like betting is like a fucking it's a bet, bro. It's like a spin the wheel and get lucky. Like it's like
They're just
it's
asking to get scammed. They are screaming, I
exactly.
want to get scammed, man.
It's like, bro, like what the fuck y'all doing betting? Like y'all can invest in crypto and y'all call crypto a betting scheme. Like, but
Type shit.
all they do with their paycheck is spend it on betting, and it's like, do you all niggas not want financial freedom? It's like,
Yo, but one,
eh,
one good thing about jobs is if you have some sort of dream, if you have some sort of purpose, your
mhm,
job won't be half as draining as it normally would be for for other people. I see my coworkers,
bored.
they talk about some depressed ass shit. Sometimes they're even like, I have two jobs, but they have nothing to transmute the money they are
You
gaining
have
with their
fucking
job.
niggas who have two jobs. I don't know.
They have two jobs for what? For what do you have two jobs for?
I don't know
For what,
about
bro?
that, Jack. I
For
don't
you
know about
Fortnite
that,
builds
Jack.
for some V-Bucks or what? What the fuck are you doing, man? Just get your ass out of here, man. They have two jobs to buy some V-Bucks or something. I understand if you have two jobs to put it into some creative purpose of yours, to buy a good ass PC or something, to buy a good ass phone. But two jobs for just doing nothing is crazy, bro. That's just fucking crazy, man. That's why, bro. Well, if you ask me, that's fucking crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Oh my god, it's like the reality I see is like, bro, I thought everybody worked jobs towards something. Or okay, there's a handful of people or a lot of people working jobs just for nothing. But god damn,
Oh,
like that's why I said the people I work with, they're just a bunch of reprobates, except the like three people. Well, they kind of reprobated though, because like, they lost some religion. But
yeah,
bro, like if you bro, niggas who be working niggas are reprobates, and now I'm starting to see that shit. Like,
no lies, man. And one thing about jobs, I've noticed, I usually work at different places. I'm never like in one place. And
mhm,
it really is it's always different. The vibe is always different because of different people. And
mhm,
jobs are really not that bad if you have the right company around you. Like one time I was working like in a soccer stadium, and everybody was cool. The whole team was lit as fuck, man. Everybody was around my age. Our manager was like only 2 years older than me. It was great, man. It was lit as fuck, man. It's
mhm.
not about necessarily what you're doing. It's about who is around you. It's about your influence. If you have a good circle around you, I don't give a fuck about working. That shit is nice, man. This is why we enjoyed school so much because our friends were around. But at work, you're around some 50-year-old motherfucker who has nothing to look forward to. You're chilling with people who have like nothing going on, who can't relate with you, who can't make that environment nice. It's all about who is around. It's not about what you're doing. It's all about who's around you. And the environment we are exposed to is just some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's a bullshit ass environment. This is what's making jobs so fucking disgusting. Bullshit environments.
Bullshit environments. At least
Yeah.
okay, at least my job. I'm complaining a little bit. Well, I'm not even complaining. I'm just telling it how it is. They treat us well, and then the people are kind of cool. It's just like motherfuckers just be doing a little too much because they be putting themselves in a hole. Like,
Just some corny ass shit, man. Some corny
yeah,
ass shit. I understand if you're the manager, if this is your company. I understand if you do too much, if it's your company. But who are you, man? In my head, this is like you're doing too much. while making the homework of somebody else. Imagine somebody was doing your homework and they're like doing a lot, man. It's like some stupid shit. You are working for somebody else. You're making somebody else's homework. Are you retarded or something? I don't understand it, man. I seriously, I can't understand it, man.
Because if
And
you
we
really think
young.
about it, you doing
Yeah, yeah,
somebody
go ahead.
else's work. You're literally doing somebody else's work. Like the dude could have
Point
sat
blank
there and did it
period,
all
man.
by himself. Like
Facts. And the thing is, we think young, like you and me, we like damn near the same age. We are the same age, and I can't, and I'm sure you can't. I can't really possibly understand that POV. What makes you so motivated to go so hard at the job? I'm starting to think those people really like it. I'm really starting to believe they like what they're doing. I think they get excited to work. It damn sure looks like they get excited to work, but they don't act like it. I just can't understand what makes somebody so motivated to do some bullshit like that. I just can't understand it, man. It's crazy for me.
see me, I'm motivated to make money. But if the work ain't hard, I always, bro. Every time before I go to work, I always do a ritual and spell in my mind and intent that
Yeah.
it's gonna be relaxed, circumstance in my favor, easy day at work, and another thing. Oh yeah,
I
it's
feel
gonna
you,
go
man.
by fast. Yeah,
Some rituals. This is what I
yeah.
always do without exception before I dive into my job area. Really with everything, but especially with like jobs. I have some sort of crystal, some sort of jewelry around me, which are programmed to remind me of a certain state of being. So I don't get lost at work. For an example, you have some sort of necklace, some sort of chain, which is like assigned to a Saturn symbol, which keeps you more structured, which keeps you like a shark at work. And some shit like that is really what's making work nice. What's not making it so hellish? What's not making it so disgusting? You have to come to work with the right state of being. Because I see a lot of young people who get like taken advantage and tied up at jobs. They're getting like destroyed at job areas. Everybody looks down on them. Everybody spits on their face. It's because they have the wrong starting point. They think they should be passive. They think at work they should be like some sort of fair and laid back individuals. But you have to drop your fucking nuts, man. This is even why Mars, the planet of aggression and shit like that, is exalted in Capricorn, the sign of working. You have to drop your nuts when you're working. You have to be some sort of demon when you work. You have to be on demon time. Because if you don't, if you're like too fat and relaxed, everybody will spit on you, man. You have to have the right mind before you're actually working. You can't be like a bitch when you're at the work area. Motherfuckers will tear you apart type shit.
So like you said somebody got tore apart. Like you said
Like
somebody got
everybody was
tore.
taking advantage of them. They was like passive. They was doing everybody's work. Somebody was like, "Yo, bring me this. Do this for me," and they was doing it. They was not talking back. They wasn't showing no boundaries because they have the wrong mind. You can't be passive. You can't be like laid back and like easy going at your job. You have to be some sort of person who has boundaries. This is what I'm saying. You know?
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll be doing that too, but with me, I don't know. Well, I probably know that me, like people don't be doing that to me. Like, you know what I'm
So
saying? Like they don't be asking me to do this, that, and the third. And if they do, it's mainly the upper management and shit. You feel me? But
same. But I see
but
like people who are like gullible. This was like my main point. Gullible people. Somebody who's like, for the lack of better words, a fucking bitch, man. Somebody who's like timid and afraid as fuck, man. That motherfucker gets like torn apart at the job. You just can't be awkward. You just have to be some sort of man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? You just can't be so easygoing because, especially like in Europe, you know how barbaric motherfuckers are in Europe. How goddamn, and how crazy people are over here. Perhaps this is why I'm even telling this because people over here are so barbaric. They treat like a job as their end all and be all. It's a different level of discipline. It's a different level of punctuality. It's a different level of like I'm going hard at my job going on over here. And this is why I'm even saying this. If you are not some sort of hard motherfucker over here, you will get taken over. Because like even in Europe, man, this is where all the taking over was like starting. You see this in the face of people, in the faces of like the average citizen. They are like wired to take over shit, to take over your mind, to take over your goddamn circumstance. People are goddamn mentally ill over here. I kid you not, man. It's
Washi
fucking
Who,
crazy.
that's where the Washi Who started.
Yeah, the German people, bro. I'm living here. I'm living here.
bro,
I'm
bro,
like in
bro,
the seat
bro,
of the Washi Hul, man. It's crazy.
bro. I'm half Indian. I'm half Indian. I got Indian blood, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
Well, I'll feel you, man. I'll feel you. I'm
Yeah.
not even from European descent, man, so I don't even think like them. I'm from a whole nother spectrum. I can't even get down with that type of shit. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, man. If I was like a part of them, I wouldn't be here. I was thinking about how can I be the best at work tomorrow type shit.
Bro,
I'm cool, man. I'm cool, man.
how
I'm
can
not
I
with
be
you. I'm cool, man.
how can it be a pro? How can I get employee of the month? Oh yeah,
Type shit,
that's
man.
a
I'm
all right.
cool, man. I'm
Before we
cool.
get into our topic, bro,
Yeah.
did you know there's this old man who worked at 7-Eleven for 57 years and all he got was a fucking email from the CEO saying congratulations on your 57th year working
Yeah,
here.
I know, man. What the fuck? I was like, damn,
Nigga,
what the
nigga
fuck?
got nigga didn't get no pay raise. Nigga did not
Oh
get
my
no
god.
management position. Nigga didn't even get a somewhat of a high ranking spot next to the CEO. This a
Bro,
congratulations, you fucking slave.
what the fuck?
Yo,
Hey, what
like
the fuck? Bro
yo,
received an
that's
email.
he just
You,
received a
you,
fucking email. Nigga did not get no fucking oh free food for the rest of his life. No nothing. Just an email
bro,
saying
this email was probably
congratulations.
going to his spam archive, to his spam section of his email, man. Probably his email wasn't even showing towards him. That email was like directly sent to the goddamn spam archive of his email, man. And this is furthermore showing how cold motherfuckers are at work. Morality and consideration has nothing to do with the job, man. And this is the prime example of it.
Bro, it's like I'll be having the right mindset. I'm like, I'm not about to get too emotional at work, not too vulnerable,
Yeah,
no
hell yeah,
nothing. Cause you never know
hell
what
yeah.
them niggas is gonna say. Oh, that's a
Bro, just,
personal problem. Boy, if
just,
I
just
hear that shit, I'm out this bitch. Like, fuck you mean it's a personal problem? Bitch, you got bro. Oh my god.
man, shut your head up, man. It's just, oh my god, man. But anyways, fuck jobs. Let's leave jobs for a side. Let's just leave it aside for a second. Let's dive into our topic, man.
Yeah,
Today we
right,
wanted to talk about. It's really a freestyle life, but we had a topic planned, which
yeah,
we will freestyle too. I don't have any notes, man. I don't need any notes. We will talk about parents for a sake.
right,
The influence of parents. How your parents are influencing you. How your parents are like having a sort of impact on your life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
right.
do you have anything you want to start with? Anything you want to talk about initially?
I would like to talk about how you know, if you check out those old videos, he would say that your generational curses come from your parents based on the natal alignments they have
Yeah.
and both your parents and shit. Um I'm gonna link that video after we're done, but you got that and then you also got to deal with the fact that you got to deal with your circumstances and your parents' circumstances based on what they was dealing with while you was in their womb. You get me?
hmm Exactly. And this is
Yeah.
one thing I also wanted to talk about. The like a natal chart, but beyond astrology, the influence of your parents and mentally speaking. Because
Mhm.
astrology is just pointing towards how you're doing mentally, how your character is. So
Right.
we really can look beyond astrology. Is the character of your parents? Is what characteristics your parents had?
Right.
And astrology is just a good way to pinpoint these characteristics. And one
Right.
thing I see a lot of people talk about when it comes to parents, they say genes, like genes and genetics are passed down from your parents into you,
Right.
which is
Right.
true, but there is like a deeper layer to it. Genes are just part of your body. And we all know that your body is like manufactured by your mind. Your mind is like becoming your body. We all know that. It's common sense. Your mental becomes your physical. What you're
Mhm.
thinking about becomes your physical body. If you
Mhm.
think depressed 24/7, you look depressed. You look like you have like a goddamn happy ass face type shit. I'm saying
Right.
this to say that, man. Your parents' mental traits, you suck them in the homopause like a sponge. You suck them in.
Right.
You just receive their influence. Let's just say your parent is somebody who is all about order. You have a very strict and punctual and disciplined parent. Your mind, no matter what you do, you could be somebody who wants to be a rapper, and your parent is somebody who is a businessman. Your rapping skills, you rapping, will be filtered out through a disciplined and structured mind state,
Manner.
through a
Yeah.
disciplined
Yeah.
and structured POV. because
Right,
that shit
right,
came from your parents. You feel me?
right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yo, that's so true. And what happens is like, you know, you take on your parents' mentality going out into the
Yeah,
world because that's what you're influenced by first. And then if you were strong enough spirit, you have your own mentality. You said no, fuck the parental mentality. But everybody gets influence and stuff.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So it's always good to be like, have a some parental guidance a little bit. But
True,
yeah,
but that is really like it's rare. It's really rare to see that you have an accountable parent. It's not common to see that you see a father figure or like a mother figure or like anybody who raised you, if it was raised by your grandparents, that your like role model is actually somebody who's an inspiration. Most often
bro,
than not, they don't know any better. They don't know any
bro,
better, and you get exposed to that quality.
bro, not even, and it's funny because most of all everybody's problems come from their family. But
Right.
people gonna say, oh,
So
it's
true.
genetic. It's genetic. No, it's not genetic. It's just if you were raised in a certain environment, you're gonna pick up on those habits and think it's okay.
Yeah.
You feel
Yo,
me?
one thing, sorry, but one thing about that, bro. You don't say that your friends are passing down genes to you because it's the same shit. It's the same mechanism. Your parents are training your behavior. But technically speaking, your friends are also training your behavior, your friend circle. But you don't say you have inherited genes by your friends. You don't say that shit. It's just a psychological thing. It's just that their influence, their behavioristics are passed down to you. You suck them in, no homo. Your
Right,
friends or your parents or really anybody at that. Their
right,
characteristics will become a part of you. You don't say it's some physical happening. It's a mental thing because you can see that the same shit applying towards friends, which are not even physically related to you. You can say all you want. Yes, my parents' genes. My parents' genes are causing me to act that way. But it's your parents' mentality which is causing you to act that way. Because this case, it's really your parents' mentality. Because
fucking
otherwise you couldn't be influenced by anything else if your genes was like ruling your body. If your genes is ruling your personality, you couldn't be changed. You couldn't. It wouldn't make any
right.
sense. Any sense, you know what I'm saying? It's just
I'm I'm
stupid.
uh, I'm gonna speak on that gene thing, bro.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, if we all the stuff we know, genes are irrelevant because all genes
Fact.
are is a genetic makeup that holds your body, and that shit could
Fact.
change all the time. So genes it shouldn't even be called genes because it's like
It's
oh
stupid.
every
Genes are like a
like
Masonic witchcraft, actually. It's a Masonic
yeah
witchcraft. It's an
right
allegory towards your mental structure. Really,
right
it's an allegory towards astrology and mental structures. Because
right
as you were saying, they say genes are like some structure which is like influencing you mentally. But the only thing which is like a ladder system, which is like a grid system. See, a grid system is the Kabbalah tree of life witchcraft. The left, right, Kabbalah tree
right
of life witchcraft. A gridding system. That's some mental shit. That's some real mental shit. It's not some physical shit. Because if you look into astrology, if you look into any psychological structure, you see a pattern which looks exactly like genes. This is saying that genes are made by those mental structures because physical things are made by mental things. Those mental
right
things look like a certain grading system, and that
right
grading system, that like maze, is creating your genes. You know what I'm saying? It's witchcraft.
right 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 because you realize I'm starting to realize all these Masonic genes and science shit. Bro, all it is it's an allegory to there. It's like Dolo's last live. Y'all don't be peeping game, but this has been
Yeah,
taught in school and stuff. Dolo exposed how they just be
hell yeah.
watching, observing humans that don't be regular and how they be eat, sleeping, and fucking because they can't do those qualities. So they just observe it. They're like, oh shit,
Facts, bro.
we're different from humans, so let's observe this. How do humans? Or let's come up with a mathematical left brain lizard way of observing human behavior.
Exactly. Exactly. It's
And
like some
then,
weirdo shit. It's like
yeah,
the kid in school who doesn't know what the fuck is going on and he is copying from your paper. It's literally the same characteristics. He don't know what the fuck is going on. He's too stupid to
exactly.
count 1 plus 1. And he's like looking at your sheet. Bro, what's your answer? What's your answer? He's like nudging you when you're like in the test. Bro, what's your answer? What's your answer? It's the same. It's the same vibe, man. It's the same vibe, man. If you look at people, what the fuck are going on? We know we know what's going on. We know how
And
life is
then
going.
and then it gets so deep. They create categories, and then once you're outside the category, they go hard with it. AKA, they spam it like fake bot accounts, like you getting calls and shit.
Bro, right now on my story, on my Instagram story, right now, you can see how a bot account was doing that with me. You can see how
Bro,
some
what it,
psyop account was trying to study my behavior. Yeah, it's
bro,
live on my Insta story right now. On my Instagram story. I leave my Instagram in the chat, man. Yeah, can see what the fuck is going on. I posted this live on my story, man. It's crazy how they're like really studying people from a distance. It's like somebody you think is a real person. You think it's like a real account. But you look at their account, first of all, they have no picture of them. They have
no
no post,
picture, no
nothing,
post.
no picture. They have like 10,000 followers, but like they only follow two people or some. It's crazy. And those accounts, they act like real humans. They act like, yeah, I see you, I see you, I see you. Sometimes they even write to DMs, man. You can see it on my story right now on my story. I'm leaving my Instagram account in my private in my chat right here. You can see what's going on right in my Instagram story live as we speak, man. It's some crazy shit going on. You think
Bro,
it's a
that's
regular
funny.
person, but it's not.
That's funny. You funny, bro. That's funny you say that because in my
Fucking
DMs,
crazy.
I always get like these fake girl accounts, and
Yeah.
I be and it's like, yo, who are these fake girl accounts? Because like it can't be always some Indian dude scamming. Like I,
Do not
it can't always,
redeem it.
bro. It can't
Type
always
shit,
be
man.
an Indian dude scamming, bro. Like that gotta be the fucking Shadow Gov, cause like. Cause like it put me in group chats and shit. I'm like, man, are they doing this shit to everyone? Cause it's like every comment I
Bro,
make, it's always them bot ass like, what the fuck? Like,
this is not India, bro. I have to like give some grace to the Indians because first of all they're stupid as fuck, and second of all, a lot of social media such as TikTok are banned in India. You don't even have access to social media in India like that. It's not
for
some
real?
Indian dudes. It's like yeah, feel like TikTok is banned in India, or at least for like 3 years. TikTok was banned in India. It's like some censorship going on in Asia
Oh,
right
so
now,
they
in
don't
whole of
even
Asia.
have social media. Yo, so
No, not
they
like
don't
that,
even.
man.
Oh, so what the fuck? This is psyops. Cause it's like,
Yeah. And those
yo,
Indians you see on social media, 90% of them are in Europe or like in America. They're not in India themselves.
yeah. There's no way, cause
No, no, no.
they gotta be in some different country where they allow the social media and them dudes
Yes,
just
sir.
like they tired of they call bitches or something.
I started to
They
see God, man. My man's a quarter. But
real
anyways, let's
shit.
just stick to the parent. Stick out the step. Every time I can't speak. Let's just stick to the goddamn parent topic for a second. With the parent topic,
All right.
it's really rare to see that you have like a proper parent figure in this life. Because sometimes we glorify our parents, but in all
Mhm.
actuality, they're just like anybody else. They're just like me and you trying to figure out life. And they themselves had a grandparent or like a parent which don't know what the fuck was going on. And this is what like a generational curse really is, man. You have a parent which ain't shit, so you ain't shit, and your kids won't be ain't shit,
Let
and
me
your kids' kid won't be ain't shit.
give y'all some game. So
Yeah,
let's say you going to work right now. Look at the people at your job. You like, oh, they got kids, and like kind of observe, right? Not no shadow ghost shit, but kind of observe. They go to work, they go home
damn,
on the
can you hear me?
weekends. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, my shit cut off. We good now. We good
Oh,
now.
yeah, they go to work, they go home, and they party on the weekends. Don't you think your
Yeah,
parents didn't do that? And if your
yeah.
parents didn't,
Mm-hmm.
and if your parents didn't do that, I really believe you would have been a whole different circumstance. Like I'm talking about, like you would have got into a business, you would have worked for your dad's business. Um, you would have worked for your parents' business. You'd have been in a
Yeah,
different circumstance. Like you feel
true
me?
shit. This is really real. and I've noticed this through my own. I wasn't really having too much of dialogues with my parents growing up, but recently I was talking to my parents for a little bit longer, and I was seeing they was talking about their childhood. I was like saying, what was you doing when you was my age? When you were my age, what were you up to? And I was seeing how certain parts of myself are reflected in them. It's like what you're doing, there's a high percentage level that your parents did that same shit because they are like your predecessor, your direct ancestor type shit, for the lack of better words. For an example, if you struggle with unexplainable anger issues, there's a very high possibility that one of your parents or the person who have raised you had the same issues because we adapt their traits. It's really crazy. Like, I'm talking about myself, man. Talking about some astrology shit. My father is a Capricorn and my mother's a Virgo. And I'm not an earth sign, I'm a double fire sign. But the way I act, the way I carry myself, I'm
Mm-hmm.
a very diligent individual. I'm very disciplined and I'm very frequent with pushing out shit.
You
That
coming
shit
from a
is coming
double
from my
Earth,
parents. You get
you
it?
double Earth
It's coming from my
household.
parents type shit.
You got a whole household full of Earth signs.
I swear to goodness, and my mom is a Virgo, my father's a Capricorn. But it's
That
good
means
though. It's really good though.
you are Leo ascendant or Sag.
I'm a Cancer ascendant. I'm a Leo Sun, Sag Moon.
That means you probably got a Virgo fourth. You probably got a Virgo
Third
fourth
house.
house.
Yeah,
Third.
too. It's overlapping. It's actually in my fourth and third house.
Okay, yeah, because I have the same thing. Virgo fourth
Yeah,
house. Yeah.
yeah. This is crazy. Like, this is really crazy how much of an influence your parents have, even subconsciously. I never
Hmm.
even knew beyond astrology that my parents were like earth signs. And I could never explain my drive to be like diligence, to be like a hard worker. Like even when I was going to school, when I was like growing up, I was like very ambitious in school. I was like doing my homework 24/7, studying 24/7. I was really into it. When I was like a little
Hmm.
kid, like a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, I was
Hmm.
really into it. And I could never explain where that shit came from.
Hmm.
After I was diving into astrology, then I was saying, okay, my mom's a Virgo, okay, my father's a Capricorn. I'm saying all this to say this to everybody. No matter what you're doing, you still have an undertone which is influenced by your parents. You could be somebody who's doing a whole different profession than your parents. You still do it in that way to a slight degree if you're unaware of your parents' natures. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Mhm.
That that's funny you say that because some people they flunked out because of their parents. They
Yeah,
walk around.
everybody, man.
And
There is like a meaning and reasoning why people say you are just as successful as your parents, because this only applies for stupid people. Because you're only as successful as your parent if you like individuality. There is no such thing in life which is telling you, okay, my mama was an engineer, now I have to be an engineer. But people act that way. They could never be more than their parents because they're stupid. They lack individuality. And of course, if you lack individuality, you like an inanimate force towards the influence of your parents.
right,
Your parents are
right,
saying this, you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's some
right,
weird shit going on.
right. It is some weird shit. And then you gotta also you gotta also think culture, bro. Culture, tradition, all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you gonna have to struggle
Infinitely.
with all that tradition, even though like
Yeah.
let's say you a white girl and you want black men, but you come from like a racist redneck father or some racist or some racist corporate white man, and like they hate white people because they also, oh, we're the great white race, we can't mix with niggers.
Oh, oh, hell no, man. That's a real shit, though. That's a real shit, but I'm seeing this 24/7. And what's crazy is, I don't want to be racist, but a lot of white people have that struggle. A lot of white people and strictly Muslim people. I'm not Muslim. My family was never Muslim. I'm not. I'm free from that generational curse. Either a lot of white
Fuck
people or a
that.
lot of Muslim people. They have a lot of struggle with like ethnicity and like generational curses type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially the Muslim people, they be going so deep as incest. Like, oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, I
like,
remember
bro,
we were
like,
talking about this. I
Mhm.
remember we was talking about this. I think it was like a private Discord call before we went like live with our like a pre-recorded video.
Right,
You are
right.
saying some real shit, how inbred and how fucking atrocious people are like down in the Middle East, man. It's some real shit, man. I'm
Bro,
not
I'm
even
telling
being
you,
racist,
bro.
man. It's real.
I'm telling you, bro. They come to countries like mine and still be getting with each other. I'm like, bro, cuz you mean to tell me
Oh hell no.
you gonna come to this country, wave a flag in another country, come bring some shit from another country and get with a person from your other country that looked
Oh hell
exactly
no.
like you in another country.
Motherfucker,
Motherfucker, how
get
you
your ass
living life?
deported, man. Get
You
your
said
ass
what?
deported and do that shit in the Middle East, man. I kid you not, man. I swear,
You might
people
as well.
they have a shit ton of spoiled mind states with them. They think their home country is the shit. But if they go back to that third world country, they would scream to go back to America. They would scream to go back to Europe or something, to England or something. It's not
Bro,
even that great over there.
bro, I hate when niggas do that because it's like I be telling you know how over here we be roasting India or it be like smelling like cows and shit. Yeah, we do that for a reason. We do that because we're
Yeah.
glad we're not over there. Yo Indian ass is glad you're not over there too. Where they just picking up shit and smearing it all over each other.
Oh, swear to goodness, man. I don't, I don't, I don't want to take a shower in a sea of piss and shit or something. I'm good, man. I don't want to get food poisoning eating some street food, man. I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, I can do that. I'm good
Facts,
over here, man.
facts,
But
and
yeah,
you got it. Yeah,
culture
this is
is.
all. Yeah,
Yeah,
who?
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, this is all stemming from the parental household culture and generational curses that most people got and shit. Because
Exactly.
culture.
No lies, man.
It.
No fucking
I
lies.
feel like. I feel like. I feel like. I feel like culture. Culture is it's a good thing, right? Because you gotta cultivate something in a cult.
Yes.
But
Uh-huh.
but all this got capitalized by the shadow gov or even created by the shadow gov.
We
So
should. Because culture is something everybody's doing. If me and you was chilling and somebody else would be in our circle, if we was three people in the circle, we will have some sort of culture. Me, you, and that other person will have a culture. AKA,
right,
this is just what the community is, what the friend group is. A culture is like a friend group on a mass scale. We all are doing a cultures. We all invent our own cultures. As you were saying, it's just that like the shadow government is capitalizing off that shit. They are creating a universal culture. Now you can't make your own culture with your friend. Now you have to be up under a French flag. Now you have to be up under Islam to be in a sort of culture community. You can't do it on your own. It's capitalization to the highest degree, man.
bro. What they said you over there you follow Islam, you over there you follow Christianity, and then we were gonna over here sit back. You know, we ain't we're just gonna like look at y'all like,
Hype
bro,
shit,
man.
man. Hype shit. Kids, you're not,
But
man. It's really a practice everybody is doing. Building a community is very normal. It's just you
right,
being amongst your friend group. It's as simple as that, man. But just people over exaggerate about some simple ass shit, man. You creating a friend group. You created a culture. You was creating a culture. You just made a friend group. It's not something far out. It just so happened that somebody invented a sign, a flag, a symbol, and now some global shit everybody's up under.
right, exactly, man. That shit is crazy. And then
Yeah, bro.
and then the parental about the parental shit too. You know what I'm saying? Some parents y'all got as haters. Like
Facts. Ooh.
they're like once you get at a certain point in life where you're not following their agenda or they templates, they're just gonna hate
Yeah.
because like they got a template that they followed for so long, and now they want you to
True.
follow that because they wasn't free.
Yeah. This is really real. They think extremely childish, extremely stupid. They're
Right,
like, my parents have raised me this way, so I will raise you this way. I will raise you that way too. This is literally what a generational curse is at the purest degree of it. Your grandpa has raised your mama, and now your mama is raising you according to your grandpa. It's like an endless chain. And as you were saying about the hatred, the moment you have your own mind, the moment you have your own views of life, your own worldviews, Let's just say you don't want to be a Muslim, but your parents all are Muslims. You will get hated on, you will get shit on, you will get spit on, everything. Your parents are not conducive to your growth a lot of times. They are like some sort of manager, which is controlling if you're like following the laws and the structure of the family. You get it? It's not about individuality, it's about some sheep thinking.
Right, right, exactly. It is it is some cheap thinking, and if you
Hell
if you
yeah.
really think about it, if you really think about it, it's like they jealous the fact that, oh damn, I got treated poorly and raised right.
Oh, fuck no.
Yo, and then another thing about it is like, you know, the most people who be flunked out into, I'm gonna raise you this way because my mom raised me that, is black people.
Man, oh, get your ass
Like
out of here, man. What the fuck?
I'm holding everybody accountable, especially
Yeah,
black people, because for some reason, for some reason, for some reason, it's only quote unquote other black people holding black people accountable because of some shadow gov program. But it's like it's
oh,
like
hell,
this.
man.
It's like this. We black people always preach you gotta whip your kid, you gotta whip your kid. But they they whipping their kid not knowing that they're already a fucked up person to begin with. So them
Yeah,
traits and habits is gonna breed a kid that did what you did, and we're like, oh, I'm gonna have to
real
whip his
shit,
ass
man.
because I know he's gonna be bad.
Real,
He's bad
real
because
shit.
you bad. Hmm?
The reason why you have to beat your ass, why you have to beat your children's ass, is because you have raised them that way. They wouldn't have characteristics which led you to come up with the conclusion, I have to beat your ass, if you was doing a good job in raising your goddamn child, man. Motherfuckers need to take the parent role really serious. They think it's like some small thing. I think people just have children just for the sake of having children because it's normal, because you're supposed to have children.
Bro,
Nobody
that's why,
understands it. Nobody
bro.
understands what you're supposed to do.
That's why I'm advocating. Shout out to Dole the Parliament. He's advocating for a
Yeah,
parental test because I really think 50% of black people should not be having kids. 50% of Muslims should not be having kids, and most
bro,
Asian people,
50% is generous. 90, 90.
bro, 90% of these Asian. Oh my god, bro.
Bro,
90.
they are raised to be a doctor at like 12 years old or something. These Asian ass kids. Well, why
90%
is
of
every
Asians,
Asian good at scholarship, man? Their parents are going crazy at home.
and then 90%. Okay, white people. I'm gonna put it at 50% because white people, the only problem they got is they probably raised their kid too relaxed to the point where this dude
Yeah,
grows up, he's like a dickhead and he's spoiled
back. Ooh.
and he's like having his way until this dude goes into like a situation where he gets his ass beat for saying the n-word because at his
I
house because at his
was
house
about to say that, man.
yeah, because bro, at his house for some reason he just got away with everything. Oh, just let him do that, but just let him like beat up the PlayStation 5 because we're just rich. Or I'll
Bro,
just pay for it.
it's like the children are cussing out their parents. They're like insulting them, and the parents are not even doing shit. They're like calling their mom a bitch, and mom's like, yeah, it's all right, just shut the face, let him be. And that kid is calling his mom a bitch or something. And what you're
No,
saying, this is not the comedic racist type shit. It's not because me and Mysterio are not white. We ain't white. But this is some real shit, man. I had a friend once, not even once, like a couple friends. I was going to their household, and they had everything they wanted. Rooms which are as big as two rooms in my house, big as TV screens, and their attitudes. If I was them, I would be eternally grateful in my household. But they wanted more. They were spoiled. There was like not appreciating things. And I wasn't even growing up rich. I have three siblings. If I had what they were having, I would be like feeling a king. I would feel like I'm like Jesus himself, man. But the things they have, they don't even value shit beyond material. It's like a characteristic in which you're like a total dickhead, as Mysterio was saying. They're like total dickheads. They treat everybody like it's some entitlement type shit. They're really entitled, extremely entitled.
and then this breeds bad habits later in life because they're gonna be
Yeah,
in that job. They're gonna be like, I should be a management position. I should be in this, that, and
Yeah.
the third.
Now you
I
have
should,
some motherfucker who's like, bro, are you doing your job alright? And he himself is not doing anything type shit, but he's just getting promoted just because of favorism, because of entitlement. It's like the dude who can't do shit, but he's getting promoted immediately.
that's funny you said that because the dude at my job, nigga 18, this nigga not my age, he a supervisor before anybody else. That's crazy.
What? What the fuck? Bro, how do you
Bro,
become a supervisor at 18 years old, at 19 years old? How is that even
that's
possible?
I don't know. He is a Libra though, so like
That explains it. White Libras, bro. A white Libra is having his way in this world. I kid you not, man.
no,
And
he
not
black.
also
He
racist
black.
and shit.
He black. He
Oh,
black
well,
with
goddamn.
dreads.
Damn, that's even more questionable. How did he do it, man? That's crazy.
Bro, bro, it's a company. They just need workers, and he just got lucky.
Oh, okay. Okay, they're desperate. They're down bad. They're like two steps away from being in financial debts or something. The company's going crazy. Bro, how down bad must your company be if you hire an 18-year-old supervisor?
I'll explain this though. Um, that facility I'm working at, they just didn't have enough workers. They had all the money. They just needed to hire people. So it's like,
And what the fuck?
so they just pick a random 19-year-old instead of the
Bro,
people they
some
instead
shit
of the
like that in Germany would never happen in Europe. The way
instead of
the way it's strict over here, it would never happen that way.
instead of picking somebody inside the company that had to travel to that location.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yo,
Bro, who's your CEO, man? Your CEO needs to be in jail or something. What the fuck?
bro, it's a
The
crypto
way.
based warehouse. Like,
Oh,
bro,
okay, that
yeah,
explains it. That explains it. But in all
yeah.
actuality, it's good. It's good that it's that way. Imagine you have to work like 10,000 hours just to be a supervisor. I'm in 10 years from now, I even doubt that jobs will be like as prominent and like yeah, prominent as they are right now. I think like the
Mhm.
whole job scheme will crumble in 10 years anyways. It's stupid and outdated.
Nah, bro, I really think that in the next 10 years, everything's about to be a family oriented job. Like,
Could
oh,
could be.
you got some
Could very much be
like
that way.
like like everybody's gonna have their own business and just work for each other. Like, be like, oh, we fuck with him across the street. Let's give him some food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's already low-key like that. In some small instances, it's already low-key like that. At least like
mhm,
the mentality, the family-orientated mentality. If you're not like in some sort of relationship with your company's seniors, with like your chefs and boss and CEOs and shit like that, if you're not in a relationship, in a good relationship already with them, it's a hard time even getting that job type shit. You already have to know somebody to get in some sort of company. It's
right,
low key going to that degree already. It's low key going to
right,
that direction already.
right. And that's another thing about the parents and shit. Most of y'all parents failed. You want to know why? Because
Yeah,
your mom and dad didn't come together and create a business or
hell
create
yeah,
a
hell yeah,
circumstance
hell yeah. Good
and
shit.
created a circumstance where y'all couldn't be touched to the well, it couldn't be touched by like external circumstances. You get me?
Hell yeah. And it shouldn't. It could. Man, I'm so retarded today. I can't speak today. What the fuck is going on? It shouldn't even be like a job or a business. It's not like supposed to be. Now I meant to. Man, I'm fucking retarded today. It should be something as simple as you being able to have some sort of house, a house being passed down to you. Your family should be keep you. Your family should have you straight. They should have you straight, man. They should pass down something which you could make use of. But nowadays families are broke. They have nothing to pass down their children. No house, no money, no checks, no business, nothing.
They
I'm like fortunate.
just
My parents have like a house. My parents were like were like balling. My parents were balling. I have a house, but I have no company. I have no money. I have no money making income. I have to do that shit on my own type shit. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. And then especially black people, I'm gonna have to get on their ass because nobody else will. Um,
Hell yeah.
especially black motherfuckers that said, you know what, you have to get in this world, you gotta work, you gotta endure shit. Nah, nobody told your ass to endure all that shit. Stop doing
Bro,
stupid shit and
I'm
do
not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not
stop
taking
doing
mental backshots on everybody. Fuck that shit.
bro, stop
I'm
doing
cool, man.
stupid
I'm
shit.
cool.
Stop doing stupid shit and stop going into the streets. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like if you say you legal and whatnot, do shit the legal way, and then come up on a quote unquote legal way to the point where you so afraid of the government
Yeah,
they don't have to touch you,
exactly, man.
and you don't
Just
have to be like
finesse everybody. You have to
you
be a
don't have to
smart
be
motherfucker nowadays.
exactly, and then you don't have to be in the same position as a Mexican construction worker or
Type shit, man. Type, type shit, man. As harsh as it sounds, it's fucking reality. It's real. It's as real as it gets, man. If I want to have children, I want to have some sort of network, some sort of at least some sort of attention, which can get my kids lit, so they can be somebody. You have to lay a foundation, especially as a father, as a man. You have to lay the foundation for your children. You have to build some sort of platform which can solidify your children's career later on. Because this world is based on careers. And as you were saying, rightfully so, the world is evolving to a family business orientated shit, to a family orientated business. And imagine being in a world which is based on family orientated businesses and your family doesn't have a business. You fucked, man. That's it. It's a wrap,
facts,
man. You fucked.
facts.
Crazy.
Man, I'm enjoying this talk. I ain't gonna lie.
Same shit, bro. I think a lot of people will enjoy this because we nobody has good parents. I mean, maybe you have like parents which are all right, but let's be real. Let's just be like cut dry and simple. Look at where we are, man. Live on YouTube trying to make a living because our parents couldn't have that shit for us. You know what I'm saying? We have to get shit. Look
Right,
what look what we're doing, man. Look what we're doing. We have to do shit.
bro. Right,
Like these
right, bro. And
Masons, these celebrities, their children, they could be like, look at Jaden Smith, man. Will Smith was balling. Now look at Jaden Smith. He ain't shit. Nobody gives a fuck about Jaden Smith, but his father was balling, and now he's straight for life, man.
bro, Bronny
You
James
get
is
it?
straight for life. Bronny James is straight for life. You know who Bronny James is?
Yeah,
LeBron James, bro. That motherfucker there could quit basketball right now. Just sit on his ass.
crazy, yo, crazy, man. It-
But
just imagine, man. Just imagine what kind of stress you're like saving yourself from if your father is already in the NBA. Just imagine how hard it is to get to the NBA, but now your father is in the NBA and you go to the NBA by default. And you're probably the worst motherfucker on the team. Everybody's better than you, but you get there just because your father is LeBron James or something.
I would not care. I would not care at that point. I'm like, you know what? I know I suck at basketball, but let me go home and make a YouTube video about it.
Yeah, I swear to goodness, I wouldn't give a fuck. If it's up to me, I would be on the bench. As long as I get paid, I don't give a fuck. I go at home, I would make a live stream and say, yo, I'm LeBron James' child, and I'll be straight for life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they even said that LeBron James' son all this dude had to do was make an Instagram account, a YouTube account, and this dude would be straight for
Yo,
like, bro, what?
for real. It is like that. It is like that, man. Because his parents, or like his father, was doing a good job, man. And not to say that material is everything. You could have everything and and still be stupid. I mean, let's go back to Jaden Smith. He has everything, but he wants to be a robot. He wants to cut off his arm and be some sort of robotic human. That material is one thing, but mental structures are a whole different thing. Who cares? Let's just say your parents can't even get money. The least they need to do, or like the most normal thing they need to provide for their children, is to have a good mentality. This is like damn near more important than, not damn near, it is more important than material. Your parents teaching you, your parent be some sort of teacher for you. You get it?
Right, right. And then another topic is how some of y'all parents is separated. And
You say what?
it's like another topic is that some people parents are separated. They don't even
Oh
have
yeah, yeah,
two parents they don't even have two parents in the household. So what this is
yeah.
gonna do is you're gonna you're gonna do stuff that you lack internal energies for, or you might grow up with a mom, you lack masculine energies, or
Yeah.
you might grow up with a dad, you lack feminine energies. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm. Exactly.
And then
This is one thing which is
mhm,
which is like more and more common in nowadays times. Because like my family is like good as far as marriages. They used to be very traditional, mom and dad being together. But my more younger uncles, my more younger aunties, it's like kind of fading away. My cousin's just having a mom, my cousin just having a father, and I can see it on their mentality when I'm interacting with my cousins who have just one father or just one mother, and they themselves don't know no better. You can see how much of influence this is having on the children. It's like one part of you is missing. We are 50-50, sun and moon, masculine and feminine. Imagine you just grow up with just feminine energy. Or imagine you grow up with just masculine energy. It's like crippling your mind. It's like damn near a mental disability, like to say it in a very harsh way. You get what I'm saying?
right. Right. Like you end up like them dumbass Masons on them channels.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
All
man.
logic brain, no soul, no nothing. They just
Yeah. All A's, straight A's, but no bitches because their name is fuck type shit, man. It's like the nerd in school who's like, yeah, yeah, I'm passing every exam, I'm having an A in every test, but he has zero friends, zero entertainment value. He's a nobody because he lacks qualities. He lacks gifts, charismatic gifts, which are a sign of a lack of emotional intelligence.
bro. Exactly. And then you have the opposite spectrum. You got to what's good, Mooney?
So moody, man. What's good? What's good?
Hell yeah. And then you got the opposite spectrum where you got then you got the opposite spectrum where the dude grow up with a mom, and then this you either one of like somebody broke it down. Either one of three things are gonna happen. You're gonna he's either gonna become a femboy,
Oh,
or
hell no. A twin.
number two, he's gonna become a dude where he joins a gang or a group of people where he has to overcompensate for that energy. Or number three, he's gonna be somebody who don't know how to control their emotions. You
Right.
feel me?
And And those people are always the ones who scream the loudest, who like to overprove themselves. They're like, yeah,
Right,
I'm the most strong, I'm the most lit, I'm the most funny. They are like screaming the loudest, but when it's time to like put in the proof to just practice what you preach, they're like bitches. Keyword bitches because they're raised by their mama, man. They're screaming the loudest. They're the most emotional, the most, the most loudest, the most. But if you
right,
see what they're all about, nothing. No structure, no foundation, no intellect behind it, just pure emotions. Because
right,
they have no father figure.
right. When I mean effeminate, it's like when you're effeminate, you're probably over emotional, or
Yeah.
you receive a little too much
And timid.
because
Timid.
yeah,
Fucking
and
timid is a
timid
big hero.
and timid. But
Ooh,
just because you fight a lot, that doesn't make you masculine. Somebody
hell
masculine
yeah.
is like gonna be in a thought or thinking. So they're gonna be thinking about, let's say somebody's treating you not well at work, or they're treating you not well. The thinking aspect is just walk away from that situation, or just do it in a way where it's like, man, this shit ain't even worth it. But if you a black ass nigga, if you a black ass nigga,
you,
you gonna have to
you know the thing?
you're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna fight that nigga. And this is the problem now. Y'all think
Yeah.
y'all getting the masculinity all tripped up, thinking that, oh, a fight means that I'm violent, I'm a man. No, it doesn't. Bitches fight too. So does that
Bro,
make bitches dykes or something? Like,
nowadays bitches are more men than a man himself, man. Because I don't know what it is, man. Anytime I'm like with my peers, and I just see how they act. Bro, they sound so zesty as a motherfucker, man. Beyond some fanboy type shit. Their mentality, there's just zero testosterone in their character. Zero like drive in their character. Zero assertive energies in their character. Zero like masculinity in the sense of they take everything as, oh yeah, yeah, okay, it's alright. They have no qualities of like changing shit. Because masculine energy is all about you changing shit.
that's
That's
funny you
like
say that.
imagine. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
That's funny you say that because I walked into my work. They told me good morning. I told them grand rising. and they say, "Oh, what's that mean?" and shit like that. And then I'll be talking about astrology and shit. I'll be like, "Oh, damn, right." I'm like, yeah, like I'll be doing shit. I'll
Oh
be
my
talking
god.
about, I'll be talking about shit that they are afraid to talk about. So by default, that's already masculine energy because it's like. But I notice a lot of females do that shit first, and it's like, yo, what? Like, bro,
Oh
they
my
did.
god, man. Oh my god.
They be in this don't give a fuck energy, but they be doing it in a feminine way because they're connected to they feel a certain type of bro. What the hell? It's
So
weird.
all the way to the point we have men being afraid of women and women not being afraid of men. Like normally, it's normal for a man to be more dominant. But look at our peers. Look at the average 20-year-old, the average 19-year-old, and see what happens if a bad bitch walks by. He's like, oh, he damn near acts like a predator is coming towards his way and is about to beat his ass, man. Like somebody our age, when he's approaching a woman, he's afraid. He is the bitch right now. And shout out to Donald the Planet, man. Yeah, now anytime he's like on StreamYard watching these dating shows with like the balloon and shit. Those motherfuckers are so afraid of women. It's unreal. The woman is masculine in the room. The woman has the balls. The woman has the Adam's apple. She is controlling the room because the man is afraid. The man is timid. The man is like shaking towards the woman's reactions type shit.
Oh my god, I kind of understand why they kind of afraid in the workplace because you could get reported or somebody could call the cops or something. Because I had that happen. How to be a stable man, right? Real shit.
Moody said they're
I
not
had
gonna
that
know how to be stable like a man. Real. Exactly what we're talking about.
right,
But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
right, right. I had that happen where like a bunch of women started reporting me and shit. But like that be on some extreme shit though, cause low key, low key they low key some women do be doing that shit. They be trying to take out dudes out the job or some shit.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's funny you say that because it's like I have to get on like the dark black motherfuckers again. A lot of black women they be out here fighting dudes. I'm like, what the fuck are you fighting a
Oh
dude
my
for?
god, man. Oh my
Like you really
god, man. Oh,
do
kick
you
your nut.
realize a dude could like straight up beat your ass? Like I'll be looking at them.
Bro,
I'm like, there
I
ain't
kid
no
you, man.
way.
I kid you not, man. The dude won't be able to beat her ass because he would be afraid of the woman's like expressions. It goes that far, man. It goes that far. And this is
I
all
even heard
like
a dude.
stemming. Go ahead, go ahead.
I even heard a dude at my office say, "You better leave that pregnant bitch alone. She could fight." I'm like, nigga, I would beat her
What?
ass, bro.
Bro, shut
Like,
your ass up, man. I'm like able to beat 20 women in one room type shit. Not on some Chris Brown shit. I'm not on Chris Brown shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not beating physical women, but just as in
like,
what's
bro,
possible. You
bro,
feel me?
the girls that be beating up men, bro, them girls be outliers. I'm telling you right now, bro. The girls
Oh
that beat
hell
up
no,
men,
man.
the girls that beat up men, they must they like they outliers. Like they got athletic ability that no like that the normal girl don't have. Like I'm telling you that right now. Like
Bro,
or these
it goes
bitches
so
just
far. I was
yeah
watching like Olympia, this Olympic games in Europe with those Olympic like sports events. And there was like
right.
female boxing. And they was testing a female, and she had as much testosterone values as a man, to the point they thought that transgender, but it was a literal female. But somehow she managed to have the same testosterone levels as a man. And that's damn near physically impossible. It goes that far nowadays.
Well,
And
in that case, that's some performance enhancing drug shit. But
yeah, so some like steroid type shit.
right. But yeah, most females can't even beat up a dude. So if you see a female beating up a dude, there's something wrong with her hormones. Like,
And exactly, it's like Mooney Mercury baby is saying right here. Even buff dudes are feminine as fuck. Because it's not who you are. You could be a man, but this doesn't make you a true masculine individual. Just because you are born a man, you could still be a bitch, man. There's like a reason why like the linguistics are around. Like, damn, you're acting like a bitch right now. It's a characteristic. It's not because you're a man, you're automatically a real masculine. leader, a real masculine entity, a real masculine dude. You know what I'm saying? It's a characteristic. And it's just that our parents, parents like topic, our parents, they themselves are very bad teachers. Like you are supposed to be a teacher if you're a parent. Like to make it in astrology terms, parents are like the Cancer energy, the fourth house energy, and Jupiter's
Right.
exalted in the fourth house in Cancer. Your parent is supposed to be a teacher. The most wisest person you know should be your father or your mama. It shouldn't be that way that you go on the internet for advice. Normally, you should go on in real life to seek advice to your parents. But it's just that our parents have failed so much. It's just that our parents have like made a so damn negative job to the point you have to seek somebody else who's able to raise your mind. But this is the role of the parent. And now your parents fail. And now you dive into society. No daddy Mason is knocking on the door. No daddy Abrahamic religion is knocking on the door. Now you're raised by them. Now you're raised by some Jewish dogma, by some Masonic dogma, which is raising a man to be a woman and a woman to be a man, all because your parents have failed. Why do you think they call themselves fathers or like the fathers of the world? Because they are raising children because your parents have failed.
Right. Exactly. 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 It's funny you said that because you'll be nowadays you're seeing more power career women raising single children and glorifying that. Motherfucker, why do you
Mhm.
have kids if you're single? Like,
And
why do
y'all
you
can
have
click the link if you want to. If you want to, you can click the link to anybody
right?
watching. But go ahead, bro.
Like, but why are you raising a kid with like a single parent parental? Why are you raising your kids as a single parent instead of getting somebody in your
It's
life you know that's a
crazy.
good parent? Like,
It's crazy. You
it's like the
shouldn't.
mentality of niggas, like the nerve of niggas.
Some people really shouldn't even have children. Because as I was saying earlier, they just have children for the sake of having children because it's normal. But in all actuality, the biggest responsibility a human being can take on is to have a whole child. Because you're so responsible for your child, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy on how much you resemble your parents in ways you don't even know. Because as I was saying earlier, you don't even have to know consciously that your parents were a certain way. Let's just say your parent is somebody who used to be very disciplined, as I was saying earlier, and you never knew that your parent was somebody who's disciplined. You still pick up discipline energies because you're exposed to that energy. You're supposed to that parent characteristic. And now that characteristic is becoming a part of you. And this is
Right,
why it's so important to be somebody before you have a child. Have good characteristics. Because your characteristics will be your child characteristics.
right, exactly, exactly. Those characteristics get passed down, and then another thing about parents and shit. Um, I do notice that, you know, when a child gets older and shit, that most motherfuckers they get eager to leave.
Me, such as me, bro. Such as me sometimes. Such as my own self, man. Or sometimes I cannot wait to go out, man. I cannot wait to leave this household. Why do you think I'm always here and not in my physical room? In my real room? Because my room is I don't want to be around people. Because people have a weird influence on you to the point it's disturbing. It's like damn near mental illness when you're exposed to your parents' natures or like even your siblings' natures. Like even bigger siblings, bigger brothers, yeah, older sisters. Their influence is like damaging. Like, damn, miss me with that bullshit. Sometimes you just have to separate because it's just getting to a point in which is just destroying your mental, destroying your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I remember in my household, bro, I used to look up to so much people that was older than me just to find out they all on some shadow gov shit, but in a different way or religious out. Like, what the hell? I'm the only one not in religion and shit.
Well, kids, you're
And
not. You're like the only one. You're like the last out of
like
everybody who's up to some.
other than my auntie, other than my auntie and my dad's side, and then my older cousin, but they still flunked out in like bullshit too. You feel me? Because
Hell yeah.
once you get out that religion, it's gonna be hard to even get on the spiritual. Well, nah, it's not gonna be hard. It's just niggas just be flunked out. Don't be put in the work or anything. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Don't like
shit.
man. It's like Mooney said, shout out to Mooney Mercury, baby. He said all reprobates have reprobate parents. And it's just like that, man.
Hey,
We was talking about
facts.
this earlier too, man. We was saying that we was coming to the exact same conclusion as you, man. Because your parent is like your maker. If you're stupid, you will be pushed around by your environment. If you're retarded and lack individuality, you will be crafted. And the person or like the people who are crafting you the most are your parents. So by default, your parents are reprobates. And you will be the next reprobate. You will be reprobate junior, man. If your father is reprobate senior, you will be reprobate junior. It's
Oh,
not some miracle happening.
this is a good
It's
topic. This is a reprobate
yeah, yeah.
juniors, bro. Oh my god, bro. I live in the suburbs. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The suburbs is the most reprobate. I'm sorry, bro. Niggas, bro, you think the hood is the most reprobate. Niggas think the hood
No,
is the most reprobate. Bro,
uh-uh. I'm living,
bro.
and one thing about that, I'm living in a bigger city, in a criminal city at that, man. It's like a very high criminal rate up here. And the people I see who are like also street shit, on some criminal shit, they are not as reprobated as you think they are, because they have some knowledge, they have some awareness, because they are raised by themselves, like people out there on the street. They have a little bit more experience. I'm not saying they're like smart, they're still stupid as fuck, but they still have some more experience than like spoiled suburb people, because those spoiled suburban children, they don't experience life in a big urban city like the area I am.
Mhm.
You see people experiencing life. You see people going out and seeing what life can be about, experiencing tragedies, experiencing hard ass scenarios. And they have a little bit more awareness than people who are like raised in some reprobate suburb type of area, man. So I
Cause
really agree
bro,
with you. I actually agree with you, man.
cause bro, niggas in the suburbs, bro, like, bro, you know them niggas that be going to concerts and shit. Reprobate,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
reprobate junior.
Top 10 movies, man. Top 10 movies in the making. But yeah, go ahead.
But you know them people that be going to concerts and shit that went off of celebrities. Um,
Yeah.
they live in the suburbs and shit. Like that's what I'm talking about by reprobate. Like they're the dudes that you be seeing doing dumbass shit on social media and these fucking perks and shit. These like these that's a textbook definition of a reprobate.
Hell yeah.
Where you just see niggas doing dumb shit and saying, "Oh, living my teenage life," and they just doing the most
Man,
retarded shit
oh
ever.
God.
Like,
Oh my God. Oh, hell no, man. This I'm living my life type shit is the most corny shit in the world, man. What you mean you live your life? You going out on concerts making somebody else rich. What you mean you live your life? You like drunk until like the next morning and now you wake up with a headache. Is that your life? Your life, your
you going
teenage
to
life is leading you to be in a job for the rest of your life in 10
bro,
years from now.
every weekend you're looking to go to a party. Well, there's nothing wrong with a party, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like
hell yeah.
the typical reprobate, the typical reprobate archetype. I swear to God, every time I check my Snap story, these niggas is always out, bro. They're like, we're
Oh my God,
outside.
man.
Oh
Snapchat
my
is.
God.
I hate Snapchat, bro. On my Snapchat, I damn near deleted everybody but some females and some dudes I'm close with, no homo boss. Only
Mm,
like two dudes. But other
mm,
than that, Snapchat is like, oh my God. Snapchat is like
bro,
Facebook for Gen Z. Literally.
bro,
Snapchat is
it's
like
a it's
Facebook
a
for Gen Z.
it's a Gen Z way of niggas to showcase a slight flex on everybody. Hey guys, look what I'm
Yeah.
doing. Bro, oh look at my boyfriend that I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah. Look at my boyfriend. I will be single in 2 years, but look at him. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, we're going out on a date type shit, man. It's
Bro,
like they
it's
are
like it,
flexing. They're flexing towards individuals who don't give a fuck about the thing they are flexing about. And they are flexing with some bullshit. How can you flex with a relationship? It's like, what the fuck?
like bro, like bro, it's like Like Snapchat, I had to delete that for a month straight, bro. Like
Yeah, I feel
I
you,
was
man.
tired of it, bro. I was like, man, fuck this Snap shit. Like, bro, like Snap had the biggest reprobates I've ever seen in my life. And
For real.
then,
Yo, they even have Snapchat shorts, man, and this is like I,
yo,
I, can, I cannot find a word for Snapchat Shorts, man. You just have to see it yourself, man. But I don't encourage anybody to look at what Snapchat Shorts is all about. It's just what Mysterio talked about, but like in the Super Saiyan version, in the reprobate senior version of the junior motherfuckers. Just don't go on Snapchat Shorts, man. You'll get cancer or something. But anyways, this is really just one big as emphasis about how much the parents have failed of these individuals. Because
right,
how can your child be like this? How can your
right,
child be possibly be like this?
be a complete reprobate. Be a complete reprobate. Like
Yeah.
that's funny you say that because most most people be like, "Oh, my child, he needs to fix his app. These kids, they don't act right these days." Whole time, you're the parent that raised the kid. Like, and especially old folks get on my nerves because they're always talking about this generation. Oh, so we need to get these kids straight. We need to get this kid straight. Whole
Mm,
time they're the reprobates that raised this generation, and now we gotta clean up
yeah.
their mess. Like,
Bro, it's like who failed in they have failed in the first place for this generation to be the way it is, man. But beyond playing the blame game, one thing everybody needs to do is have accountability. Like me, you, and everybody in this chat, such as Mooney Mercury Baby, our parents, they weren't the best parents, but we still managed to be good individuals at heart and in character. We still managed to be somebody because we are here to take responsibility, to be mature, to see reality. And we don't go, oh my parents weren't shit, therefore I ain't shit. Nah man. Our parents weren't shit. This is why we have to make ourselves the shit. This is not an excuse to not be the shit. You get what I'm saying? You have to still make yourself be somebody beyond negative parental influences.
right, right, exactly, exactly. You gotta be the shit without negative parental influence and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, top shit, bro.
but another thing too is that I think most parents for real I think some parents they're also way too hard on your kids type shit like,
Yeah,
oh, you gotta
for
do
no
this,
reason.
you gotta do this, that, and the third. Oh, you fucking up. That's on you. Like nigga, he only like 6'7", and then some parents they're like they want their kid to be a certain way, like
So true.
like a like a trophy dad or like a what they call it I
Some
forgot what they
military
call
father
it.
type shit.
Yeah, where they want their kid to be in the NBA just because his ass didn't make the NBA. What the fuck? Like,
Oh, I get what you mean. They are projecting their dream on their children and they force their
yeah,
children to act out their wishes type shit. It's
yeah,
crazy because there are certain levels and this could play out. This could be something small as your mama saying, oh, be a teacher. I could never be a teacher. I want you to be a teacher, which is harmless. But there could also be bigger ways, such as somebody going completely crazy over your ass, trying to influence you being that type of way, being this type of way. To the point you feel like your father is some sort of drill sergeant and not your father, man. And this is what's building like resentment and the child being like, damn, I need to leave. I don't want to be here. This is why people hate their parents because their parents are forcing shit down to them. And you cannot force shit to a spirit. If you try to force it to a spirit, that spirit will go insane. I mean, try to convince somebody that Jesus ain't real. That person will hate you. And now project that shit on your parent and children type of matters. Imagine you try to project your child to be a certain way and that child doesn't want to be a certain way. Of course, that child is going to be crazy when it's growing up. Of course, that child will hate their parents when they're growing up, type shit.
right, exactly. Right, exactly. Jesus Christ reprobates.
Hell yeah, man.
I swear,
Jesus
I swear
Jr.
to God. I swear to God, some people they just be up in that religion shit because they just be doing too much reprobate stuff. But like, But but nah, yeah, fucking that shit crazy. I've seen parents they just put their kid in football and expect them to go to the NFL or something,
Oh
not
my
knowing
god, oh my god. Hell
not
yeah.
knowing that the NFL got freak athletes. It's like only a hand. You gotta be well. It's not like impossible, but you literally gotta line up with the Masonic system of going.
One big psychological damage that this could do to a child is that if let's just say you have a parent who's doing what we was talking about, that parent is like trying to enforce certain standards on you. You growing up, you are wired to think, okay, what should I do? You are wired to listen to people. You are wired to wait until you see somebody who's telling you what to do. Because your parent told you what to do. You never had the free space to develop your own thinking, your own
Right,
characteristics on what you would like
right,
to do.
exactly,
And when
exactly,
you are growing up, you wait to receive some commands. Now you go to school, you wait until somebody tells you what to do. And this is what's building a timid, a very passive, and a bitchy ass individuals because you're waiting to receive shit. My
right.
mouth is open. I want to receive. My ass is wide open. I'm waiting to receive type shit. You are waiting to receive somebody's dick, mentally speaking. Somebody's intentions, somebody's root chakras intentions, mentally speaking. You wait to receive somebody's dick, man.
And back shots and mouth shots. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
but but yeah, you right, you right. They do all like you're waiting to receive and you're timid and then it could be in slight waves, right? You don't have to be
Yeah,
all out assertive. You could just tell somebody, hey, let's say they want to borrow your charger. Just say, nah, I'm stingy about my charger or whatnot. You feel me?
yeah,
Or you could
yeah,
say,
exactly.
or you could say, they told me this. You guys want to stay after work? You don't have to, and you'll just say no. I'm leaving, and that's all, bro. Like
Hell
freaking.
yeah.
If you stay,
They
if they
cannot
tell
say
you that,
no.
if you s- if you do that all the time, not say no or anything, they're gonna just use your ass and be like, yeah, this is the dude to go to after work. He just be putting in
And
extra work.
what's funny about this? People think if you say no, people will hate you. But in all actuality, if you say no, people will like you. They respect you. Because in a society in which everybody is timid, in a society in which everybody has no balls, they respect somebody who has balls beyond you being a man. They respect somebody who is a dickhead, who can say what he wants to say. Why do y'all think those videos on social media are going crazy in which people are just acting the way they want to in like the public? They're going to restaurants and just threesome. Because we all like
Bro.
somebody who has no care. We all like somebody who has balls. No homo balls. So so if you like asserting yourself a certain way, if you like pushing out a certain influence, which could be like some sort of dickhead behavior, people will like you. They don't hate you, they
Yo,
like you
that's
for it.
funny. That's funny you said that because there's this dude on Instagram. He walked in straight into a fucking Wendy's, went to the back and ate a burger, and nobody said
Type
nothing.
shit, man. Yo,
Oh my god.
one personal thing about this, I've put this shit to the test in real life when I was at work. I was at work and like the shift was damn near over,
Oh,
and
was it? Is it the story that you cussed the manager out?
not really. It's a different story. I've never talked about. It's a
Oh,
different story. It's a different story.
oh, okay, okay,
There-
okay.
there's like a group of people at work, and our manager was saying, "Yo, to me, yo, do you want to help us?" It's like not mandatory. And there was like 20 people of our coworkers all like watching me. And I said, hell no, man, I wanna go home. I really said that like that way. I said, hell no, I wanna go home. And everybody was laughing their ass off. And the manager was like, yeah, yeah, okay, you can go. You will get paid for it still. If you are a dickhead, if you assert yourself, people will still respect it, man. I said, fuck, I literally said, hell no, I go home. And everybody was like, seeing me. Yo, what's good morning,
Oh,
Murphy, baby?
oh, what's good? What's good, Mooney? I didn't expect you to pop in like that.
Nah, y'all having a really good, interesting convo. I like this. Y'all saying some good shit, but also really entertaining and funny too. Keep going. I'm
Hell
gonna just
yeah.
add on whatever y'all say.
But no, I was talking
Yes, sir.
about we was just talking about our work experiences because this low key comes from a household and low key, if you don't say, it's like when you're assertive, you don't have to be extra with it. All you could just say is be like,
Hell yeah.
"Hey, look, I just don't want to do this," or "Nah," just walk off. I do it all the
Yeah.
time. Like I
Right.
just put it away. I just don't want to do it. And if they make me do it, I'm just not gonna be there. Or I just do it in a way where it's like I'm gonna just disappear or something. That's how I deal with stuff. Like, I don't make shit more than what it seems. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah. If you're upfront about it, if you're like a dickhead about it, people think you will get disliked and hated. But if you're actually a dickhead about it, if you're actually upfront and like bold with it, on some like critical type shit, also no on some no pandering type shit, people will like you because this is what's missing in society. Somebody who's real. And
Right.
everybody is like a slave towards being relatable. And in their hearts, nobody wants to be relatable. Nobody wants to be like a people pleaser. So if they see somebody who
Yep.
ain't, they will get respected. You could say the most outrageous, most ridiculous shit ever. Like fuck no, I'm not doing it. Such as I have done at my work. I said hell no, I'm not doing it, and people will cheer you on for it because this is what people are missing: dropping your fucking nuts and being upfront about it.
Hell yeah, that's so true. Especially in the transits. I literally just did a whole video on the transits, and that's literally what the transits is right now. But that's real shit. I know when I was at my job, like I had an old pizza delivery job, right, for Pizza Hut, and the manager there, he he like I was like I was like the low key boss just because of how big my spirit was. I wasn't the
Yeah,
manager or nothing like that, but
yeah.
I was the one that was actually running that shit because I always did my job right and shit. And then so I had no problem telling motherfuckers no and shit because you can't tell me shit. I do all the work anyway.
No, exactly.
Ooh,
This is exactly what I've experienced so many times when I was in my job. There were like people who were like above me, but they was acting like almost timid towards me, not on some narcissist type shit. Not to say how great I am. I can back it actually up. Like even the manager is like respecting you. Like even like in my stories in which I was like presenting on how I cast like the literal boss out and at my workplace. Another boss was giving me props for it. This is how cold you can be if you're doing it right with your character. This is how
yo,
good you
yo,
can be.
yeah,
Titans are
y'all
not
be walk.
saying shit. You
I
being
ain't gonna
assigned
cap.
to a certain status is not saying shit. It's about who you are.
I ain't gonna
Bruh,
cap.
if the whole world was like that, the shadow government wouldn't even be so powerful right now.
Hell yeah.
I ain't, I ain't even gonna cap. Y'all funny with it. Me, I'm gonna just disappear. They gonna be like, "Where's he for work? Where's he for work?" I'm gonna just not show up. I'm gonna just
Facts.
be.
I
Bro,
ain't
I'm a.
I
fucking with you.
can't do it, man. Personally speaking, I just have to tell you up front, man. I'm a Leo, man. I just have to tell you up front. I just have to tell you what's inside of me, man. I just can't do it, man.
Right, right,
But
right, right. I feel
that
you.
shit, to be fair, that shit can get you in trouble too, because sometimes I can't watch my mouth. Sometimes somebody is super sensitive. Sometimes somebody gets super hot in their feelings to the point they call like your like manager twice just about some shit you was telling. You have to be careful. You just can't be an upfront dickhead, but you have to be slick with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, 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 right. That yeah, that we all got our different methods. That's why I just be like, me, I'm gonna tell a person no, no, this, that, and the third. But there's been hella times where it's like, you know, where people would see that and they would still be they'll still try to get me to do something, and they just go behind the scenes and just let me go and shit. I'm like, really, you gonna do that? Like, do all this shit, extra shit? Like, bro.
Really should. And to add on what Mooney was talking about, is all about fear in this world. Fear based on a position. A person, before they see you for who you are, they see what status you have. All the way on even some little petty shit like on social media. They see somebody with like 1 million followers, a rapper with 1 million followers. They disregard on how good their music is. They just say, oh, he's so good, man. What the fuck? He must be a great talent. But in all actuality, that person ain't shit, man. That person couldn't make it if they tried to make it, man. It's people. It's like people respecting a status more than individuality.
They give their
It's like,
power away. They
right,
just give their power away in every aspect, man. It's like
yes,
see, this is why when Uriel be going off on humanity, I I understand. I feel him because it's you got to think to yourself. You guys, for example, you guys are like a little bit younger than me and whatnot, right? And you
Mhm.
guys have way more awareness and accountability just based off your mind alone than the common older people. And when you in a whole world like that, it's like yo, you have no choice but to look at humanity like y'all willfully put yourselves in this weak position, and that's why the younger generations are hard to control and the shadow government
yeah,
is struggling because we look at our parents and be like, y'all was tripping for even allowing this.
Bro,
so
bro,
real.
bro, I swear to God, there was one job where bro, the CEO was talking crazy to the manager. I'm like, bro, you gotta put up with that, bro. Hell no. The minute I see the CEO doing that, somebody's getting beat up, or I'm just leaving, I'm just walking out. They're gonna like, bro, like, bro, it's a people put up a lot with when they at a job too, bro. Like that's
Fuck
what the
yeah,
younger generation don't play at all. Like they like, you know what? I'm just going out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, man.
and then
And one
another.
thing, yeah, go ahead, go
Oh,
ahead.
my bad. To answer your question, Mooney Mercury, we talked about this earlier. How most humans they just go to their job and they don't put no effort into anything else to be free from this. So that's why
Hmm.
the older generation is even like that because like it was all about working these jobs
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
building something
Yeah,
new.
They look at that
exactly.
as respectable.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Perfect.
saying.
I'm working two jobs here. I was like saying this earlier. They are working two jobs, but for nothing. Two jobs for what? To go home to buy some Takis to watch some TV or some. What's you working two jobs for type shit? We were talking about this earlier. I'm working one job and it's enough for my purpose to buy me a new phone, to buy me a microphone, and to be straight. But people work three jobs for nothing. To the point I don't understand it, man.
Bruh,
I seriously think
it's
they
just
like just prevent
low
cycle.
hanging fruit, low standards, low hanging fruit. They do shit that we would just see as not worth it, but they still do it.
Thanks. I was saying this too, man. I can't even understand it if I'm trying to understand it. Because my mind is not in that type of field to think I can just limit myself to a job and that's it. Whoa, now I can sleep with a great conscience of mind. Now I can sleep not feeling guilty that I'm not doing shit with my life. Because to me, if I don't transmute my check from work for my creative purposes, I feel guilty. I'm like, what did I do with my money? It's like some sort of responsibility you have. If you have money, you have to be like wise with it. You have to be
And
wise
that's
with your
self
money.
respect. That's self
Right,
respect.
Right.
right. And one thing I also wanted to talk about is that this is some witchcraft. This is like they put Saturn in everybody's first house, in which Saturn is like falling. AKA, they put status, position, prestige as your personality. But your raw personality, you should just be I am that I am. Like on some Bible witchcraft shit. I am that I am. I am just because I am. I am great just because I'm great. And not I am great because I have a million followers. You see, Saturn in the first house. And you cannot be on social media talking about yo, I am the greatest rapper possible. I'm the greatest rapper alive, but I don't have zero views. Nobody will believe you. Everybody will say you cringe, you corny,
Yeah.
until you have a million views.
It's crazy, man.
Oh my God. Like
It's
what
like
the fuck?
everything is so shallow and synthetic that I don't even really give a fuck about participating with it like that anymore.
Also, real shit, everything is like a witchcraft based on astrology. And it's one principle which never really nobody talked about, but this is what everybody is talking about. But this is it like in an astrological template. They are putting the planet's falling position in that house and they make it look normal. For an example, as I was saying, Saturn falls in the first house, they make Saturn rule the first house. You have to be somebody with status to be an individual. Mars being away in the second house. They're putting Mars on the right side in the second house now. They saying you should be passionate about your material. You should desire material. You should desire having something. AKA they put Mars in the second house, an energy which has nothing to do with that archetype. Now you want money. Now you desire security. Now you desire
Wow,
safety.
that's deep.
You get it?
They're like all. It's almost as if they're playing out all the fallen in away positions,
Right.
and that's why the world is in reverse in a stupid way.
Exactly. Even some shit like the 12th house or like some Pisces shit, when it comes to talking about spirituality, how do they portray spirituality? How do they make us appear to be? They come with some logical shit, with some Mercury shit in Pisces. Now that doesn't make any sense. Where's the logic behind it? We should think about it more scientifically. They're putting everything in
Right.
its position. You know what I'm saying? It's like witchcraft going on.
Real shit.
It's
You should make
fucking
a video
weird.
on that.
Real, I should. I just realized that, man. I just realized that. I will make a video about this shit. Good shit, man.
Yeah, for real. Not real
Right,
shit.
right. And then Mooney, I'll be peeping that you be peeping how like, you know, humans be doing it to themselves really, and that, you know, you can't completely, well, it is the system, but you can't completely disregard it, because it's like most of the people I work with, they get their paycheck and they immediately spend it on betting, or they immediately spend it on extra, oh, go to a party, oh, I'm gonna get lit this weekend, and then go right back to work on Monday.
Nah, real shit. I understand. I understand that, but you want to know why I go harder on the shadow government? It's for the sole purpose of I want to see what would happen if they actually did their job right. That's what I want to see.
Hmm.
Because think about it. All we ever had was their what they set up. Like, we're a product of our
Mm,
environment, right?
mm.
All we ever had was that. So I be going on the shadow government more harder than the people, because I want to see, well, okay, if it's so much on the people, let's see what happens when we make a more respectable system. Will the people still react the same? I want to test that, because there's actually countries in Europe that are more advanced, like from a common sense perspective, especially like Scandinavia and them and whatnot,
Yeah,
where they actually have better quality living. And because of all the advancements those governments did, I guess the people over there were more smart and aware and took less bullshit. So over
exactly.
there, their quality of living and shit is so much different and better than what, than the United States, even, that they all the reprobate shit disappeared over there. So I
It's
want to
true.
see what the fuck would happen if the shadow government actually did their fucking job better. Because I think it's kind of witchcraft to put more blame on the people. We need to give them a chance to thrive in a respectable system.
I don't place the entire blame on the people, because
But I see
the
where you're coming
people,
from, though.
Yeah,
yeah, but like, if you really think about it, the people I work with, the only reason why they're that way is because they're like so deep in the hole in the system. It's like they gotta do that work 12 hours or something, and
yeah.
they got bullshit. Because I'm gonna be real, bro. They even told me it's ridiculous the way we live right now. Like, it's like we got no financial mobility,
Bro,
no nothing.
inflation is crazy. I was just talking to my friend about this last night. We was talking about how prices literally tripled in like since like 20 since like the 2010s, like 20, I want to say prices tripled since like 2019 or some shit, or like 2018. They like tripled, bro.
Yeah. And the
Ripple.
crazy thing is, they don't even give us more money at our jobs.
Nope,
It's
it's
like
the same.
it's like maybe like 20 euros or like $20 more, but what can you do with 20 more dollars, man? Nothing. But the thing is, it's like the shadow government is like damn near 100% accountable because they set the system up for us to
Right,
fail. It's like imagine you raise a child, but you're just raising that child to be an ancient motherfucker on purpose. On purpose.
right,
It's one thing if
exactly.
you fail out of incompetence, but it's a whole different thing if you fail just because you wanted them to fail too. And in my opinion, which is really common sense, they are 100% guilty. 100%. It's not up to me, you, my mama, because that we are in this position. It's not our fault. It's a setup. You can't even get into the industry if you try to. Like, look at somebody
No
like
matter
Mooney.
how
He's like,
much effort.
look at somebody like Mooney, like 15 years of straight heat of music, compared to somebody who just blew up on TikTok with a GMO-ass song, which is trash, but he plays
Yo,
out characteristics
I'm
of a
sorry.
motherfucker who ain't shit. Go
I
ahead, go
gotta
ahead, go
say
ahead.
something. I'm sorry. I gotta say some important
Yeah,
ass
go ahead,
shit.
go ahead.
They literally make us blame ourselves for everything so much that we don't even realize that they're trying to test the waters of how much they could get away with based upon us being so divided and conquered.
Yeah,
If
whoa.
literally, think about it.
Hell yeah.
This whole shit show stops when we all stop giving a fuck about our own individual desires and path. That's
Right.
why I don't fuck with the spiritual community even that much, because they're low key. There's like a underlying look. I get it. We all got to improve ourselves to be the strongest individuals that we can. But it's not just about that. Same way for the shallow spiritual community, it's not all about peace, love, and light. But it is
Yeah,
about fucking both. We need both.
exactly.
Bro, and I feel like the spiritual community, bro. I've met a lot of people who watch Dolo and they don't watch Dolo now, but I but there's an underlying thing about the spiritual community too. They also blame it on all the people. They blame it too much on the people instead of the system and the government.
Yeah,
And
and then
Right.
they'll go with the witchcraft of like, okay, we got to do better. How can we fucking do better when after everything Melo just fucking said about how they're trying? Like I just told y'all, they're testing the waters. If shit is getting gradually and gradually and gradually worse, you look at like even old people be like, oh y'all lazy or y'all just ungrateful. Bitch, at your time, you had more mobility. You was actually
Hell yeah.
able to do
A
shit.
house was like $20 at that time. So shit like that, man. A house was like damn near $20 at that time, and they're like saying we ain't shit for not working hard to get a house type shit.
Man, we can't even do that. No matter, even if you had 3 jobs, like it don't matter how hard you work. That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. We
Hell
got to
yeah.
stop letting them do that witchcraft to us. There, and then we're letting them. We're like us being complacent on that end and not condemning them enough, and us taking all the full blame for everything. Their fucking witchcraft is working. I see it. That's the
Right.
main powerful part of the divide and conquer spell.
And I wanna say two things which are like conducive to that point and which like make perfect segue to that point. First of all, talking about this shallow spiritual community, I have a homie who's into spirituality, but he's not into like dolo type shit, on aka on some real shit. He's not watching Uriel and he's not like about the real deal spirituality, for the lack of better terms. And I'm somebody who's real. I see like I look at reality, I look at results. What is this person's spirituality actually manifesting? Nothing. I see them still being slumped out. I see them saying to me that Planet X is about to return to our solar system. I see them still being slumped out. I see them not doing it when they're at home. And this is like one thing I want to talk about. This is like point one. The shallow spirituality, it is not working. It's not working. It's just like religion. And point two, which is like a smooth transition. People like us, like me, Mooney, Mysterio, and you name it, other content creators who are like on the same thought form, on the same train of thinking. We are the real threat. We are the real threat to this world.
Yo,
This is why,
real shit.
y'all, I was saying this earlier. Go to my Instagram story right now. As an 18-year-old or 19-year-old, I received some weird ass account stalking me, trying to gaslight me into my goddamn breakdowns and my knowledge not being shit. This is like a group of people trying to come to you, trying to gaslight you into thinking, oh, you and shit. They're just trying to deform your character. I was watching like your live stream yesterday, Mooney. Like they are trying to deform your character. And this is crazy. You could be like damn near nobody. I was like 19 years old at that time. It was like a half a year ago. And I was kicking my shit on Instagram, like on some Bible studies shit. Like I was talking about how the Bible is like really to be understood. And I received any time I made those posts, there was like one account making some weird ass comments anytime I was trying to like convey my messages. He was trying to mix my words. He was trying to say, I'm mad, I'm like confused. And at that point, at that time, I was thinking that was just a real person who wasn't understanding what I was talking about. But now, after watching like your live stream yesterday and Juriel's live streams, I went back to that account and I saw that it's a bot account. It's not even a real person. It's so creepy, man. I'm saying this to say that to make my point like make sense. The moment you are like a real deal spiritual person, you are a threat because you are doing what you're supposed to do, and they don't like it. They damn sure don't like it.
Real shit. Exactly.
Right.
The character, man, that shit is so powerful. And I wish, and look, here's the thing. We gotta understand probably the most effective thing you could do in spiritual warfare is just display your character. It's not what people be thinking. People be thinking it's
Yeah,
like, oh, we got to grow in this system that is already bullshit from the jump and is based on insecurity. It ain't, I mean, that's part of it. We can play the game or even develop our own game. I understand the physical aspect of it. But even more importantly, before we can even get to that, we need to jump into the metaphysical aspect of, look, you got to be in the right character though first before any of that shit is going to be possible for real. Because until you are an example of like of someone that is not what these motherfuckers are trying to mentally program us to be, mentally illness and all that shit, until you can be the not that, which is very hard to fully deprogram from for a lot of people, until you can do that, you're on the wrong side of the spiritual warfare from a deeper
yeah.
esoteric level. It's not
No
just
noise.
about like, because they already got, look, here's the thing. It ain't even necessarily about physical attainment too much, even. Because at the end of the fucking day, what are all the issues stemming from? People's lack of fucking shadow work and their character.
Yeah.
But at the fucking end of the day, so that's where the real demons and spiritual warfare is at. Man, I don't give a fuck for real about gaining anything from this world. I'm here to destroy mentalities, bitch.
And this is a very healthy mentality to embody. This is how you're supposed to be as a person. Status, the world, aka Saturn, being beneath you, man. It's beneath you. It falls in
Beneath
the
you.
first house. It falls in your space, in the I am space. What's really what you're striving to be is to be a true individual, to have a nice character. Hence, the sun is exalted in the first house. And
Right.
what's always to be on the right side of you are your passions, your motivations, and this is all you're here for. You're not here to be extremely relatable, extremely, yeah, I want to have 10,000 friends. No, you're here to have a nice character, as Mooney was saying, and it's not getting any realer than this one.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
y'all, I might have to dip. I might have to take care of some things. Y'all keep up the
Yeah,
good work. Great
hell yeah,
ass
hell yeah.
live stream.
I appreciate you for coming in. Shout out to Mooney Mercury, baby. Everybody check him out. He's an amazing guy. He's fucking goated. I appreciate you for coming in. Everybody check him out and peace out, bro. I hope to see you soon, man.
Thank you. Shout out y'all.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah. What?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Bro.
I like how we got serious as soon as he come in, man. It's some good ass Virgo shit, man.
Right,
Immediately
right.
we
For real,
turned
for
serious, man.
real.
Immediately we was on some real shit, man. Shout it out, man. Shout it out.
Real shit. Real shit. That's
Hell
some
yeah.
real shit though. And yeah, I was going to expand on the topic of like I watch people. I know some people they watch Dolo, and then for some reason after they start watching Dolo, they want to immediately coon for the system.
Oh, hell, what the fuck, man? It's like some real
Saints.
imposter energies. It's like you don't even practice what you preach. And this is what I'm always saying. I'm always saying this. Just because your monkey ass watch some spiritual videos, that doesn't make you spiritual. Just because you watch somebody, you could still be retarded. Like, look at somebody like Dono, who's like extremely spiritually aware. Some of the people are still nobodies. Still ain't shit. Still are fucking retarded joining his open panels and not talking to anybody personally. But I'm just saying this to say that, man. It doesn't matter what you're consuming. It's really all about you. You can consume the best spiritual content on planet Earth. But if you ain't shit, you will remain ain't shit. It's all about you at the end of the day.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And then it'd be surprising me.
Call it a
So
human.
like I'm looking at them like with like a straight face, like, bro, so you mean to tell me you was spitting all this good spiritual game just for you to wear a mask, to preach coronavirus, take a
Yo, that shit is
vaccine?
low-key like disrespectful.
It
Imagine you
was
listen
like
to somebody and they are not even practicing what you preach. That's like disrespectful towards the person
it
you're
it,
watching.
it was hella disrespectful. And then some people. I'm not gonna say names, but during that whole time, if you even was considering a mask or taking a vaccine, and you was watching Dolo, I was not messing with you. Like you feel
You're
me?
finished, man. You're fucking finished.
Like bro, like I really think just because you watch his channel, that doesn't mean you a strong spirit or you wise. Like
Exactly. It
it
comes like
like
to a point in which you only respect people who are like really about what they're about. And I'm not saying everybody has to be a content creator. I'm not saying everybody has to be a spiritual teacher. That's like also a form of retardation. Not everybody has to make spiritual videos online to be respected. But it's about some characteristic trait of yours. The way you
mhm,
speak, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you even move is an indicator to who you are. And it's all about improving who you are at the end of the day. It's not all about copying people who inspire you. You don't have to be that way. Like me and you, we're doing
right,
different shit. We don't have to
right,
do the same shit. But it's about what, not what we do, it's about how we're doing it. It's about, like Dolo
right,
always likes to say, it's about how we are doing it. And this is what it all boils down to.
right. Exactly, exactly. The witch the witchcraft do run deep, but I'm not gonna call any names. But it was two people in the subconscious community I got in a Discord with, and they're well known. Shout out to them. But they were saying, "Yo, coronavirus, I don't know, it might be real. Or coronavirus might be
Yo,
real."
this is
But
the reason I would be like careful to call people like subconscious community or something. Because first of all, it's like not our term. And I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm just speaking in general. I wouldn't call somebody like soul group or something because first of all, this is not my term. I have nothing to do with these people. And as we were saying, just because you watch somebody, that doesn't make you special. That doesn't make you smart. And spiritual teachers are not accountable for the people who watch them. Everybody who's watching me, I'm not accountable for them. You do what you do. It's just dangerous to say, yeah, I'm a part of him because I watch his videos. It's like y'all have no respect for people online, man. Why do you say you are a part of somebody who doesn't even know you? I think that's just weird about some spiritual people. They claim to be associated with like a spiritual teacher, while that spiritual teacher doesn't even know who they are, man. It's some
right,
weirdo energy. You get it?
right, right. But no offense to them, they obviously
Yeah, for
spiritual.
sure, for sure.
They obviously put in the work. But it was just like that's just an example of like, you know, most people they might oppose what Dolo's saying and not actually take an initiative to be like, okay, I'm opposing what he's saying, but let me debate him. You're too weak of a
Yeah,
spirit to even do that. So like
for sure, man.
it's like
Infinitely.
it's like a it's like a it's like you're you're watching from outside the club or you're watching from outside the window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah.
in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not in the field, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
shit's
And shout to
crazy.
Elhim. Elhim said for real, shit takes time/years to understand too. And this is one really good point I always forget to talk about. I'm like glad you reminded me. Speaking personally, and you can see this on anybody who's like a real deal teacher, if you will. I know the word
Mm,
teacher is like funny and like it's a little bit far out, but let's just stick to spiritual teacher, okay? Speaking for myself, before I had the audacity to make videos online, because this is not a small thing. You could really mislead people talking some bullshit online. This is not some joke, man. Imagine you claim to be super spiritual, but you just talk about some bullshit and you're misleading everybody. At that point, you have a shit ton of blood on your hands. And this is why I can't agree more with Elhim. You have to take the proper time to know and to be sure that you can handle the responsibility to teach because you cannot teach if you don't know shit. You have to make sure first you know shit. Imagine somebody trying to teach you karate and that person never was visited a dojo a day in their life. It doesn't work that way. You have to be about what you're teaching. This is why I
right.
was like watching Dodo since 2020 when I was like 16 years old. And I made videos until 2023 after like 3.5 years because I needed time to understand shit. I needed time to properly get my life together before I grabbed my phone and was like, hey, y'all, I'm watching Dodo on the spiritual tour. Let me talk about astrology. Nah, take your time, man. Shout out to El man. Take your goddamn time.
motherfuckers, motherfuckers be watching one Dolo video, bro. I need to get online, and I need to create me a community. I need to be spiritual. I need to be the wisest man on earth.
Fuck no, man. Sit your ass down, man. And those people quit after like making 2 videos, anyways. I've
That's
seen it
funny as
every
shit.
time. They quit. They make like 1 video a year or something.
One video a year. That's pathetic.
Some
But
menace numbers, man.
exactly. But I say this. I say this because it's like this, right? It's like we went from okay, people messing with the channel and actually gaining the wisdom to smack monkeys just
Hell
watching
yeah.
because they want to
Hell
be
yeah.
entertained. Like
Yo,
I'm,
before you
I'm
dive into spirituality, take care of your goddamn responsibilities of washing your ass, brushing your teeth, taking care of your children. Before you have the audacity to put on some blanket and be like, hey, yo, I'm an ascended master. But behind closed doors, your house is falling apart, you're unhygienic. Bro, take care of the small things before you dive into the end level. The end level is spirituality. The end type shit, you know what I'm saying?
right. This is funny as hell. You funny as hell.
Likewise, bro.
But but no, yeah, facts. And then there's one layer of spirituality that y'all don't even know is that finding your creative gift and talent. Because
Yeah.
your gift and talent, your gift is something that can't be mimicked. So
Mm-hmm.
a gift is something that can't be mimicked. So
Yeah.
let's say you got a gift or something. You feel me? That's what can't be mimicked. So that's given to you based on the light and reality you in and nice the mind you created in this reality. So if y'all don't use
Hell
that
yeah.
ability, you wasted your potential literally. Like, and people are gonna say, "Oh, life is not about gifts and abilities and shit like that." Motherfucker, what are you put
Your
on earth
life,
here to
man.
do?
Your life damn sure ain't about some gifts and talents. I can tell, man. I can tell you their life ain't about some gifts and talents because they never had any, man. Everybody who has some gifts and talents is their life, man. That's their life purpose. People who are saying my life ain't about gifts and talents, they have no gifts and talents. You can be damn sure about it, man.
Have no gifts and talents, or you the shadow gov, cobalt mine, or I'm gonna make some money off of this dude singing, dancing
Oh, hell no, man. I know, man. I know it.
for real. And
But
then
yeah, bro. Go ahead, go ahead.
I say that because it's like your gifts and talents is allowing you to create a new possibility, and it's allowing you. It's basically like your spiritual. It's another addition to your spiritual power, like your faith,
True.
imagination, and faith,
Believe.
belief, and imagination. And I'm gonna add your gifts and abilities because it's like a you know, you got your weapon, and then you got the little you got a little extra like something to your weapon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so some Call of Duty attachment type shit. Some
Right.
suppressor type shit. So some attachment on your weapon type shit.
Right, exactly. So if you're not using that ability, what are you doing? You're not accumulating no
Nothing.
substance.
Just straight of nothing.
You just experience you're just experiencing this world, and then look at what that got people at, you know what I'm saying? Working a job. Now next lifetime your gift and ability is you're gonna be putting fucking data entries and fucking or being an
Oh, I know, man.
or being a good slave.
Yeah, exactly, man. And hey, bro, my phone is about to die. Do you have anything, any last thing to say? Because I need to go soon. My phone is about to die, bro.
Oh yeah, I have one thing to
That
say.
was a really good talk, man. That was our best talk so far, man. She was amazing.
Right. Oh yeah,
We went
the best
crazy, crazy.
went hella crazy.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell
All
yeah.
right, all right. My one last thing to say is if you're spiritual, if you're spiritual and you start watching Dolo or whatnot, stop cooning for the shadow gov and realize it's not the people's fault at all. Low key, they
Yeah.
got like
Hiking.
a 30% blame. The rest of the blame is the shadow gov because if I'm being real, if people had leverage like that, bro, people would have had all types of businesses. People would have blown up left and right that deserve like somebody like Jonah Lucas would have been like the top rappers. You know what I'm saying? And another
Well,
thing is don't pass up on your gift and talent because that's your
yeah.
gateway. That's your gateway to, you know, getting out of this system low key because your
It's like
gift and
you have to look at it from an astro POV. Your gift and your talent is your second house, and it comes from your first house. This just means that your gift and talent, your second house, directly is backed and supported by who you are. Your gift and your talent is who you are. It comes from you. It is you. And abandoning your unique gift and talent is like abandoning yourself. At that point, you have nothing left in life.
right. And another thing is don't give the shadow girl no credit because if you do give them credit, they're that's like giving a spoiled rich kid who's a nerd. Like that's like feeling bad for
Oh,
him because he ain't
retard.
getting
This is like giving the person who have copied your work the credit for making that work. That dude was just copying. You can't give a copier the credit for creating that shit. It doesn't work that way.
right. And on top off of that, they sit on their lazy fat ass. Well, you have to go to keyword
Yeah.
work. You have to go to work, and get to sit on their lazy fat ass and be like, well, it's the people's fault, not the shadow girls. They just run shit,
Oh my god, man.
motherfucker.
Shut your ass up.
They created all type of religions for y'all not to succeed. So it's like when bro, it gets deep, bro. It's like damn, like you know what I'm
Infinitely, bro.
saying? Like
Infinitely.
when you post people like us, you just hurting yourself being a spiritual person because it's like you want to support motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you, and if they do give a fuck about you, like they low key still guilty by association. Like
Hell yeah, man. They're not better, man. They're just not better, man. But anyways, so
right, yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yes,
yeah,
go finish the point.
one more thing. I know I'm like ranting or talking, yapping.
Yeah, you're good, you're
One
good,
more,
you're
one more thing is, you know, don't be falling for all these psyops out here because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be having no kids right now. Um, work your job, use the fuck out your job until you get some stability going, and then what you want to do once you get jobs is you never want to climb the corporate ladder. You always want to find a new next job that can support that makes more money and that don't make you tired and it's easy and support your creative gifts and attributes. Just only use stuff
good.
for
Real
your benefit because everything's temporary. You could be permanently
shit.
hired on a job and they could tell you, oh, you here for permanent. What that means is you're a permanent slave.
Yeah. Full-time
So
slave type shit, man.
right. So like, yeah, that with that being said, you know, with that being said, I'm out of here, you feel me? Like
I appreciate you. Appreciate you
you
for
feel
coming in. Appreciate your time. This was a good as live stream, man. Good as entertaining live stream. We the most entertaining on the spiritual community, man. Let's get it, man. It was a good as
wait,
live stream, man.
hold on. Before we leave, hey, follow my Twitch Mysterio.
Yeah, drop it in
Follow
the chat. Drop it in the chat, bro. You can
all right,
type it in the chat right now.
I'm gonna see if I can type it in the chat. Hold up.
If not, I can. Just tell me I can. I
All
can do it
right,
for you.
so all right, type it's Mysterio with an E. Um,
Uh,
follow my Twitch
just
Mysterio,
spell it, bro. How it's spelled? How it's spelled?
MYSTRIOE.
MYSTRIOE. Got it.
That's my Instagram, Twitch, and then
Hold on. Instagram. Alright. You Twitch?
yeah, that's my Twitch, and then my I have two YouTube pages. I have this page and I have the creative page, which I make YouTube videos. That's like
You can drop both, bro. Just drop
yeah,
both.
it's spelled it's spelled it's spelled like this, but the S has a symbol on it on top of it. It's like it's weird.
Oh, I know. Like this French as symbolism.
Yeah. So
The S or the E?
um it has I think it has no E in it. It's just O. So
Just spell it for me real quick.
MY S S with
M-Y,
the S with the weird ass symbol
yeah,
in it.
got you.
TRIO.
T-I-O. That's it?
Yeah.
Got you, bro. That's like your Twitch, right? Or YouTube?
That's my second YouTube page where I make entertainment videos and shit. Like,
YouTube.
you know how people be talking about a
Oh,
subject
yeah,
and
yeah.
they just
Got you. Yeah,
put
you on TikTok, bro. I see you on TikTok, bro.
yeah.
You're just funny as fuck on TikTok, bro. I see you.
Wait, for real? Y'all been digging the TikTok?
Huh?
You've been digging the TikToks?
Yeah, I'm on your TikTok. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm
No,
following you on
no,
TikTok.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. You fuck with the TikToks because I'll be
Hell yeah.
thinking like I be thinking
No, they're
like,
good,
damn.
man. They're good, man. Just keep it going. Keep it going.
Oh, okay, bet. I've been doing them shits like
Nah, man,
every
keep
day.
it going, man. Just don't stop it. Just don't stop it. TikTok is
All right,
like for that audience, bro. Keep it going, man.
okay, bet. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later, and
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be the Mr. Beast 2.0. I'm gonna be an MMA champion someday
Yeah,
in the
just
UFC.
don't kick your
What
shit, bro. Kick your shit, bro.
and whatever the possibility is, I'm gonna be that. But yeah,
Oh, I
I'm gonna
appreciate you,
peace
bro.
out.
Shout out. Thank you for coming in and see you soon, hopefully, bro. Yeah, and we out, my guys, guys, and whatnot. Shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out once again, Mystical Mysterio. Check him out. Shout out to Zay Quarter, aka Z Garden. Shout out to Mooney Mercury, baby. Y'all check him out. Y'all check out Zay Quarter too. And shout out Ahim. What it? And shout out Melo himself, man. And we out of here, man. Appreciate you guys for coming in. And see you guys soon. Goodbye, yo. Take care, yo.